What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy Vape Coach. We are back again in your life for the second time today, chat. We have ourselves a top 8 CGF North American showdown, and we are ready for it. Headlining the card is going to be Tornadic taking on Benny. Kelso versus Noir. On the lower side in the quarterfinals is Kyrix and Forgiveness. We will see how this goes. Either way, Hatchback Prater, Christian, Big Jesse, everybody else, thank you so much for coming through. Let's give you a show, and let's get started. Coming up first is going to be Tornadic, coming out with that very spicy Johnny Cage, taking on Benny, one of the better Takedas. You will see on the EU side of things. What's going on, Big Stefan? Let's do it. Let's send it your way, chat. Match number 1 starts now. Tornadic and Benny, you are clear to go on AFK. Let's give the people a show, and let's go. All right, we are starting off with that Takeda coming through with the Sector, one of his best lockdown pressure characters. And all right, Tornadic, let's see what he's got with that Johnny Cage. Let's go.
Your ass, bro.
Only because
and by the way, how is everybody's day going? And Christian coming through with the Prime! Already getting us started along with Jesse Atwood. That is 2 Primes on the day. I gotta say, I've been seeing a ton of these Prime Bombs lately, and all I gotta say is that we love to see it. Big Late Rock, what's going on, brother? 2 times in one day, and Signal Sender. Do not think you can hide here, brother. How you been? All right, though, Benny is starting off with a tremendous lead on Tornadic. What are his intentions? What are his intentions? The jump in punish, though, he is going to town on Big Tornadic. And yo, Layrock, glad to see you, man. Hope to see you in the future in these events very, very soon. However, there is a big boy grab coming out of Big Tornadic. I'm sorry, out of Big Benny. Benny lighting this place up like a Christmas tree, and he is going yard. And that is going to be a dominant first round coming out of Benny. And we got Big Late Rock dropping another Prime Bomb on us. How dare, he said, how dare these ads show their face? Either way, thank you so much. Big Tornadic, our 3rd of the day. And all I got to say is a big W to this community. Guys, thank you so much for the support. But now, we got to give you your money's worth. And Late Rock, what color is that vape? It is green. It is going to be bronze soon. You better believe it. Nice low. All right, Tornadic appears to be waking up, though. Poor Tornadic coming out on the PC side of things. And that's a big punish, except for we got bowling balls. Nice. Still trying to go for those punishes. A beautiful flawless block. Not an up block, though. Not going to get anything out of it. However, though, Benny, he can see the green light here. And he says, do not pass go. Do not collect $200. All right, nice grab, exquisite pressure though, trying to get that whiplash down. Tornadic trying to find his way in. Benny will not allow it, at least not yet. 4-3, no good. Still pressing, and now this is Tornadic. He is starting to bring this one back. Can he do it? Down 1, and another grab though. This is gonna be trouble, and you know that Sector is gonna be on the loose. What are his intentions? Nice, oh, the long lashes. One more connection from Benny. This could do it. That should be the round. No. All right, nice, and that is going to be the round. Benny going down. Tornadic gonna tie this up.
Final round, fight.
And all right, let's do this damn thing. Once again, thank you guys all so much for tuning in. Christian says I'm coming over to Florida Friday. Epic Universe, baby. Epic, Universal Epic. Dude, let's go. Anybody else got any plans this weekend, man? For me, nothing going on. We're just going to be doing events. He said, stop, babe, don't do this to me. What does that even mean here? You have to explain yourself. Nice whiplash pressure again, and Tornadic is in trouble. He said, don't give me hope. What does that mean? Nice overhead yet again. Down 1 into the high riser, into the tremor. And Tornadic is starting to shift things around. He said 2 live streams. Oh, you better believe it right now, Noir. You better believe it. Down 1, the double down 1. Good grab. Even better tech, though. All right, though, and Benny is slowly getting chipped away. This could be the beginning of the end. Benny, he's got to get going. He's got to spend it. He's got to cut it short. He's got to cut it short. He does. No punish. And a duck for the ages. Tornadic can see the frames. And this is going to be it. That is going to be the game. Tornadic going to take game number 1. Most certainly did have to work for it. Game number 1 is in the books just like that. And all right, chat, we see how this thing is going. Already starting off with the fire is Tornadic. Will need significantly more if he plans on winning this. However, Benny right behind him. Let's see if he can bring this back. And Jesse says, we're celebrating all week. You better believe it, man. We got events all week as far as I'm concerned. And welcome everybody tuning in. You are here just for some CGF NA throwdown, as you can see right here. And it is going to be Tornadic in the lead. Yo, what's up, Big Elson? Great to see you.
Takeda, Tremor.
All right, let's keep this train rolling. This is our 2nd stream of the day. Tornadic coming out here with that lead. Benny, not too far behind, but he will need to play some catch up.
Let's call this whole thing off.
And by the way, how is everybody doing? The Epic Universe is the new Universal Studios Park Super Nintendo World. Let's go! I have not been to an amusement park. I want to say, does SeaWorld count? I know it's more of like an aquarium, but still, it kind of counts for me. Nice, 2-1-2, and with Johnny's match and a little bit of home field advantage. By the way, guys, I do want to let you know we are back on the YouTube side of things. If you do want to come pay us a visit, you can do so right there. Oh, wait, where's the link? Where's my YouTube? I don't know where it's at. We'll figure it out. Does this work? All right, let's see what it is we are doing. Says have a great, okay, cool. Looks like we're good. All right, though, let's do it, though. This is gonna be none other than Big Tornadic. He is continuing to wrap this up like a burrito. And another jump in. What do we got? That's gonna be the round. And yo, Oz says Vape found his girlfriend at SeaWorld. Oh, Oz, hey. It's a beautiful whale, all right? I will not allow this inner, I don't even know what I'm talking about, Oz. No more talking aloud. But Oz Boss, thank you so much for being here. Welcome back to the channel. All right, another low. The jump in, and that's gonna be all Tornadic, but hang on, wake up buttons. So I officially sold my business yesterday. I'm going to enjoy my early retirement. Jesse, let's go. Jesse, man, who'd you sell it to? Did you sell it to me? I bought it. How much was it worth? I'm kidding. All right, though, slams him right back down, and here comes Big Benny. Benny trying to do it right here. Can he get this done? He said, sea cows, Osmos. Hey, they need love too, all right. And Benny is wrapping this up. This should be the beginning of the end. One more hit, he's on chip territory.
Is that all you got?
And that is going to be all she wrote. Benny on the verge here of knotting this up, though. That should be a punish. However, bowling balls are going to do bowling ball things. Let me make sure this works. Hang on 1 second. Let me make sure. Why is my message failing to send? What is up with my chat? Nice. And then another low. And still, we are trying to punish from distance. Let me see if it works here, actually. Why are the messages not working? We will see. Either way, we'll figure that out. Nice. By the way, if you are just tuning in, this is the first set of the night. Get broken away on. All right, Elson, apparently your messages do work. Mine do not. That is weird. However, Tornadic continuing to pull away. Benny has got to get something going. Nice, down one. And up into the air we go. That's going to be the game. And Tornadic with a 2-0 score. Man, he is lighting this place up like a Christmas tree. Just like that.
Johnny Cage wins.
And a 2-0 score coming from CGF's own Tornadic. Can he bring this thing home? Only time will tell. Looking good to start us off so far. And as always, guys, thank you so much for coming through, spending your time with us, and making these events worth doing. We do this for the community, and we do this for the team. Let's get you back to the action. He said CGF the power, and we got Ozboss coming through with 10 gifted subs. Ozboss blowing away that sub goal to get us started, saying, Vape, shut your mouth, you hold these. Thank you so much, Oz, for all the love coming through and making it happen. Holy moly. All right, now I gotta give you guys a show. Oz, thank you so much. And if you do have those AB emotes, be sure to use them. Let me see if I got him. I still do got him. Give me some love to the Ozboss. Yo, what's up, Next Gen Assassin? Thank you so much, Oz, for everything you and coming in with the sus emotes. I expect nothing less. All right, Tornadic, what can he do from here? Can he finish this up, or is it going to be Big Benny? Nice. And by the way, it appears that my messages are not working in chat. However, though, you guys know that I'm trying to show you some love. And Next Gen, thank you so much, brother. Good to see you again. Hopefully we get you back in these pretty soon. And Tornadic, as I say that, he is gonna spend the bag, spend the sack, and we are going all kinds of aerial. Elson, nothing as of yet. I think we're good. All right, though, Tornadic, though, with the lead. Benny trying to get some with punishing space. That Jack's not gonna spend the meter. And getting that beautiful whip punish. I'm sorry, that shimmy neutron, I should say. The jump in, the nice low. Tornadic looking to anti-air. All right, the low again, though, and this is gonna be Tornadic. Wait a minute, though, we've got grabs for days. And Jesse putting up those APs. It's not letting me type in my own chat. Did I actually ban myself from my own chat? That is big brain. Speaking of big brains, look at the biggest of brains from Tornadic. This is coming to an end. And that is gonna be Tornadic on set point. By the way, Kelso and Noir, please get those invites ready. We should be seeing you soon. By the way, Oz, thank you again so much for all the love, helping keep these events alive beside Bandio. Of course, Nelson, as you should. And Tornadic, he is already eyeing those winners finals. Can he get there? Can he do it? Nice forward 3-2. And still going, the 2-1-2, no good. Tornadic trying to take his turn back. And this is gonna go one of two ways, but it looks like it is favoring all Tornadic. Benny has been trying the first game. He did take an early lead, but ever since then, it has been all Johnny Cage to my right. Coming out with the pink drip, I kinda like it. That being said, I kinda don't like it. Nice overhead. And this could be the beginning of the end. Tornadic, what is he gonna do from here? But wait! And another grab. Benny, he's gonna have to bring this all the way back. CGF's North American division on full display. And another low, 4-3-2. And Tornadic, he needs just one more. He's on chip territory, and that is going to do it. Tornadic gonna take it by a score of 3-0. GG's to both players, and thank you so much for coming through. You will get to see them pretty soon. However, we got to move on to the next match, and I got to show you exactly what we're cooking with, because we do have a bit of a fan favorite coming up. Do not want to waste any of your time. Let's get right to it. And by the way, yeah, Benny, thank you so much for playing. We will see you, by the way, in the match right after this. Make sure you're ready and make sure you're good to go. So let me go ahead and let me show you guys this bracket. If you have not seen it already, it's a pretty clean bracket. I made it myself. And with that result, it'll be none other than Tornadic. He is going to big winners finals. Chat, coming up next is gonna, wait, make sure I spelled this right. Yes. All right, chat, coming up next. Oh, by the way, that will drop Benny down to the lower side. He will still have another opportunity to bring this back. However, chat, coming up next is gonna be Kelso taking on Noir, the human highlight reel known as Kelso. I'm curious to see how he's going to look against that tough PeaceMaker. Invites have already been sent out. Let's send it your way. All right, here we go, though. Kelso, the human highlight reel, coming out with that Ermac. And you know Kelso, I'm sorry, Noir, bringing that PeaceMaker with that tremor. That's interesting. All right, Kelso, he is absolutely what you would call a bracket buster, man. You do not want to slouch. Man is no slouch whatsoever. By the way, Big Christian still hanging out with us, the South Spouse, Big Elson, and Tornadic, of course, making those cameos.
Sense your fear.
All right, let's get it, though. Noir versus Big Kelso. Only one can advance to take on Tornadic. We will see that match in just a little while, but let's focus on now.
Jesus! What the hell?
And they're letting the full intros rock. Kelso, one of the swaggiest players you will see this side of the Mississippi. And let's get it, chat. All right, already starting off, Kelso. What is the sauce going to be? It's not going to be any sauce because we got armor. And Sen Planetinos, where have you been my entire life? Welcome back. Beautiful anti-air already starting off from Noir. And Noir says, hey, take this grab. I want you to hold this. Nice. All right, trying to wake up with buttons. However, no one's home to answer. Nice low. And the gunshots are going to continue to pepper Big Kelso. And more gunshots. Death's Embrace, a good call for now. Elson, maybe. We will see. However, more glaives coming on, and you know that Kelso picked this especially for Noir. Down one into gunshots, into the explosion. Everything is super glitchy and predictions are messy. Yeah, I saw that, Oz. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. You know how Twitch is, man. The servers, MK servers, you know, time distortion space. I don't know. You know how it works. Either way, anti-gravity as well, and Noir is starting to put it on. And Noir, a dominant round from him. He said, are you hyped for Homelander Season 5? I'm not gonna lie to you, Stefan. I have not even, or MK1 rating. I have not even kept up with the boys in a long time. Nice, down one, into the air we go, Noir. He is walking away with this thing. All right, what is the mix gonna be from here? Kelso has got to get that offense going. He's having a hard time. And Kelso is in big trouble now. Noir not laying off the pressure, and there is some more tremor. Cameo chat. And this damage is looking exquisite, stunning, and perhaps even brave, the critics would say. More anti-gravity, more all. What is even happening? And Noir with an absolute big splash to take game number one. And a brutality to go alongside of that. Tremor is working overtime 40 hours a week, it looks like. Either way, though, that is going to be Kelso going down, at least for now. He will have an opportunity to switch it up and see what he can do. On to the replay, let's go. Yo, Cat Kung Fu Fight, how you been? He said, first time watching a tournament like this? Hey, well, Red Wing, welcome to the channel, by the way. Dude, you are just in time. We still got so many more matches to show you. We've got a lot of good players here, man. And I can't even think anybody to make a joke about. That's how good they are. Let's go. All right, let's do it, though. Game number one is already wrapped up. No, that is going to be Noir taking the lead. Kelso will have another opportunity, and he's now switching to the noob, his main character. And yo, Cat Kung Fu Fight, dude, welcome back, dude. It's been a while since I've seen you. And Kelso says, I needed something a little bit more zony bony. Let's see what he's got for us.
Not fight.
So woke up thinking about super talented. Oz, what are you even saying right now? About Noir, as you should.
Round one, fight.
And welcome everybody tuning in. This is a CGF North American tournament, and right now we've got portals for days. We've got anti-gravity, and I do believe this is a much better character. However, Noir looks ready for it. There's going to be a direct punish coming from Noir. I'm sorry, coming from Kelso. Kelso needs to try to make up a game, tries to go for the whip punish, settles for a low. All right, though, the tremor still continuing to work. Blonde Bomber putting up those Ratchet, Osboss, and those BB emotes. We love to see it. What do we got from here, though? That tremor is locked and loaded. You better not do anything. You better not press. The Sonic Boom is going to be money, and now this is exactly where Noir wants to be. Kelso's in trouble. Kelso's got to go. Quan Chi does not have a lot of life. This should be enough, and that is going to do it.
Oldest trick in the book.
Round 2. Fight.
All right, and already starting off. He cannot get it because of the portal. What do we got from here, though? You better be careful, though. What is this going to be? All right, using every bit of that Frost cameo that Kelso can. He's got to put up that other portal, the one. He's got to put up that armor portal. There it is. Now we're in business. But he's not in it. He's dragging it over. And this is Kelso. This is where he can do his dirty work. Nice. Kelso, the human highlight reel. He's got to get going. Nice. All right, trying to go for the set play, though. Overhead stomp for you into the Frost. Beautiful stuff. Kelso with an exorbitant lead here, with a dominant lead here. And the Bone Cage for your troubles. Anti-gravity, but that's going to be big damage coming from Noir. And Noir is laying this on thick, or a little bit too thick, and eagerly into tremor pressure. This is going to be the game. Absolutely going to spend that. 2-0 is going to be the score, and Noir is going to be in a dominant lead. Kelso needs to find something that can suit this matchup. He is having a hard time. All right, in 2-0, do we see the brutality or a fatality? We get to see no extracurricular. Just saying, you know what? I just want that clean 3-0. Noir looking good.
PeaceMaker wins.
And on to the official replay today, brought to you by, sponsored by Osboss today. Thank you so much for donating those subs. A huge support member of this channel. We love to see it. However, chat, game number 3 is on the horizon, and let's see who is going to be bringing those goods on to the next. CGF in full effect. All right, let's do it. Let's go. Let's roll. Christian still hanging out with us. Big Blonde Bomber, the South Bows, MK1 rated game number 3. All right, Kelso, is he going to stick with it? Does he want a different cameo? You say, wait, this PeaceMaker, god damn it, Noir. All right, we get it. By the way, Kirix and Benny, make sure you guys are good to go coming up next.
Round 1.
And if you are just tuning in, this is a CGF North American team tournament. We do them quite often, at least once a week. I did miss last week, so now we got to make it up. Nice low. All right, overhead as well. And all right, Noir, what are his intentions from here? Not gonna fall for that again, it says Kelso. Nice low. Kelso with portals for days. Set play for days as well. Overhead is gonna be good. There's the Frost cameo. And Kelso now is gonna be going off, though. We got anti-gravity for a reason. The big boot as well. And getting shimmy, perhaps that big boot, that forward 4, gonna be disastrous for Kelso. What do we got from here? More gunshots, that tremor, a beautiful grab. And I love it. Noir just wants to take his turn back every step of the way. More gunshots. Another eagly. And all right, this is going to be Kelso's last stand. He's got to go. The down 1 into the explosion is going to be money.
Oldest trick in the book.
Noir going to be sitting on set point. He needs just one more round. Kelso has got to get it going. However, anytime Kelso tries to do any bit of set play, Noir is there to answer. And however, more flutes of doom, more headbutts. And what is this going to be? Oh my god, that tremor is so cracked. Noir is starting to steamroll right now. What do we got from here? Another eagly, perhaps? And a big punch coming from Noir, and that's gonna do it. 2 3-0s to get us started. And Noir is gonna be making him pay the iron price. A 3-0 sweep coming from Noir. However, Kelso's run, important to note, is not over. He will have another opportunity. However, he is gonna have to play on the lower side of things. We'll see how things continue to look. On to the next match. Let me show you exactly what it is we are talking about. Beautiful set to start us off. And Hijo, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Welcome everybody just tuning in. Hopefully you're having yourself a great day, and hopefully we can make it just that much better. Chat, on to the next set. Very excited to see what we got coming up next. All right, so with that performance, it'll be none other than Noir going to winners finals. We will see him just a little bit. However, dropping down to the lower side, gonna be Big Kelso. We will see him in just a little bit. We'll see him in the next match, actually. Chat, coming up next, this is gonna be Kirix taking on Benny. Invites have already been sent out. Let's do it. Let's send it your way, and let's go. Kirix coming out, one of the better Scorpions you will see on the NA side, and Benny, he has a resume we do not even need to tell you about, coming out with that sweaty Takeda.
The war you are fighting, you cannot win alone. Tell that to my cousin Kuai Liang.
All right, let's do it, Chad. Kirik's taking on Sir Benny himself. Who is going to win this battle? The two most elusive characters on the roster, some would say. All right, the low's going to catch him, and already Kirik's with a bit of a drop, though. This is NA to NA. No cross-regional around here. Catches him out of the air. All right, overhead splat. And by the way, Planetito's cheering on Big Kirik's. Loves to see the Scorpion in action. And this corner pressure is about to look immaculate. The guaranteed jump in as well. The low into the overhead. He catches him. And Kirik's gonna make him break away. All that meter is now gone. Overhead is gonna be money again. Kirik's starting to pull away in the biggest of ways. Benny in some solid trouble. Kirik's has gotta go. Benny has gotta go. That's gonna be close. Not quite enough though. And the stand 2 is gonna end things. Beautiful start coming from Kirik's.
Round 2.
And as always, guys, thank you guys so much for coming through, hanging out, showing the channel some love, showing the players some love. We like to show off our NA division as many times as we can. Down 1. All right, though, lockdown pressure coming from coming from Sector. All right, that bomb squad on the loose, and more Sector is on the way. Chad. Nice. Down 1. Neither of these two able to open each other up, at least not easily. All right, 2-1. And still pressing, though, not able to convert is Benny. Good grab. All right, more rockets are going to be on the way. Good low, the back 3 into the overhead. Got a break. Overhead lashes, and that spear was there for the taking, and Kirik's going to be making you pay the iron price for that one. Going all the way into the corner, now reversing it, going westbound on the I-10 freeway. And yo, what's going on, Big Nikito? Nikito, I'm going to try to give you a shout out. However, Twitch is being weird today. Let me see if it'll let me do it, or if somebody else can do it. Yeah, there we go. We're good to go. Big fun. Shout out to Nikito, man. One of the best to do it. By the way, his numbers are continuing to rise. Only a matter of time before we see that check mark. And that is going to be Benny, by the way, bringing it back. Nikito, I love you too, man.
Fight.
Much love. All right, 4-3. He said, how you doing? I'm doing a lot better than I was last week, man. You know how it is as content creators, man. We go through a bit of a slump, but then we're right back into it. Beautiful anti-air coming from Kirik's. He says, one of the best because I exist. Exactly, Noir. Exactly. Very much true. All right, spear to bring you back in, and this is going westbound, now eastbound on the I-10. Back 3, but he's not going to wait around. Is Benny going to spend that meter? Good grab. All right, though, what are the tea leaves going to read from here? Benny does not have the lead. He's got to get going. Does not get the shimmy, though. Sector rocket on the loose. That's going to be a full combo. And absolutely draining that health bar. He is going to town. More rockets, though. What is the mix from here? Another... And both these two cannot open each other up. That overhead going to be doing some justice, though. The down 2 cancel. That's going to do it. That's Kirik's going to take it. And yo, Sirius Black making that cameo again. How you been, my man? And that is going to be Kirik's with the down 2 cancel, basically the win button. And Nikito coming through with the 500 biddies. Let's go. He said, keep cooking, brother. I'm going to get to work. Watch, dude. Thank you so much, Nikito, for showing some love. Kirik's going to take an early lead. 1-0 is going to be the score. Nikito, nothing but love, brother. Dick's out, and that is going to be game number 1. And all right, already set number 3. We are going absolutely Captain Insano mode on this bracket today. This has been a bit of a speed run. However, that being said, this definitely does seem to be one that has the potential to go 5 games. Only time will tell. Let's send it back your way. And all right, though, let's do it. This is going to be Kirik's, though, enjoying the fruits of his labor, enjoying that lead. Benny will need to make the comeback. Let's see what he's got planned.
Takeda. Farah. Sector.
And shout out to everybody taking time out of your day to come through and watch. We've been live for about a half hour, expected to go about another hour after this. Kirik's right now enjoying some solid momentum. Benny, though, was close on that last game, as we did see. However, Kirik's with a bit of slight outplay and a bit of backdashing coming from here. Just a bit of a backdasher. I'm sorry, a walkbacker. I like it. Nice 4-3 to the heavens, sending him into the stratosphere. 3-3-3 into the Farah. The low's absolutely gonna nail him. And Benny has got to get going, man. He's got to find some kind of momentum. Kirik's continuing to enjoy the use of that Farah. And another grab, because why not? A little bit of the razzle-dazzle. Overhead slam again, not gonna land. Bit of a breakaway to go alongside that. And what do we got from here? The low, that should have been a punish, but we'll settle for a grab. And you know that cameo is on the way. We got throw combos from here, does Benny. And Benny continuing to try to claw his way back. Will take significantly more damage. What are the tea leaves gonna read from here? No shimmy neutron, down 1. And however, we are mashing, though. That is gonna be calculated mashing. And Sector is on the way. Do not press a button, but he gets caught. Do you spend the fatal right here? It would scale quite heavily. And Keurig says, no, 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 we got one more. We need to open him up one more time. What do we got planned from here? The duck coming from Keurig. And Keurig's continuing to pull away the duck of a lifetime. Knows that Takeda relies on a lot of highs. The low's no good, no punish. All right, trying to condition him perhaps. Nice grab. And by the way, though, the raw spears continuing to rear their ugly head. What do we got from here, though? Back three is good to go. The overhead is going to be money, and Keurig's continuing to get so much life off of this Farah chat. Overhead is going to be good again. He cannot miss, and Keurig is going crazy. And Keurig looks like they are about to pull away for good. Hang on a second, though. The low, and still pressing. And this should be the beginning of the end. One more hit will do this for Keurig. He's even close to chip at this point. The jump and he catches it, but he doesn't continue it. Nice. And what do we got from here? Keurig just with the grab to send it home. And a beautiful brutality to go alongside it. Those two staring into each other's eyes quite magnificently, and a 2-0 lead coming from Keurig. Holy moly, man. This thing is going by fast, man. It reminds me of my love life. Either way, 2-0 is going to be the score. Let's go take a look at some of his handiwork. Oh, I got you, Oz. We should be all good from here. Do not even worry about it. Thank you so much for coming through, and thank you so much for hanging out. All right, let's see what the tea leaves are going to read from here. Back to the back to the match. Let's do it. 2-0 is going to be the score coming from Big Keurig. Let's see if Benny can bring this one back into fruition.
You could have been one of us. I'm not cut out to be Shirai Ryu.
All right, CGF, our North American division in full effect. We're missing a couple players, however. We want to hope Zaplatz gets back soon. We hope Next Gen gets back soon, and we hope to see much, much more of this team. However, right now, this is what's on display, and Benny says, I've got some work to do right here. And Benny trying to come through with all the mix. Keurig with some super solid defense. Slams him right back down. And a back three to go along with it. The overhead is going to be money. Drops it, though, a little bit far on that. Nice. All right, the spear to bring you back in. Blonde Bomber says, I will if Shedder doesn't. Yeah, Blonde Bomber, if you want to handle predictions, that'd be amazing. Back three again, and Keurig says, you know what? Benny says enough is enough. All right, Osboss, you have yourself a great day. Thank you so much for coming through, and thank you so much for hanging out with us. Another jump in Benny. He has an opportunity here. Keurig, he's looking for the rob. What's he got from here? Overhead though, but we got we got stuff for days. We got uplocks for days, chat. And this should be the beginning of the end. That is going to be Keurig now on set point.
Round 2. Fight.
All right, Keurig and Benny right now, but that should be a full punish, and it is. Keurig's gonna take full advantage of that. Up into the stratosphere we go, and Sector locked and loaded. Benny has got to get started, cannot afford to let Keurig walk away with this thing. Nice. All right, though, the damage starting to add up now. Keurig, he needs just one more round. What is gonna happen? And Keurig again, the Farah continuing to go from pillar to post. By the way, Kelso and Forgiveness, if you do want to get those invites sent out right now, just in case this ends a little bit early, definitely would appreciate it. All right, no punish on that, though. Not quite quick enough. And you know Farah is back on the way. No, not just yet. Benny, he is playing on borrowed time, perhaps. The spear, no good. And what is Keurig going to do from here? That's a full combo punish! And Benny, one of his last chances, he's got to make it count. Slams him right back down. One more is what he needs. Nice low. He's going to break away. That's his last breaker. Benny can do something here. He's got to be perfect. He's got to be a sniper. The low's going to catch him, and that's going to do it. Keurig with the 3-0 over. Benny throws him right at the overlay, and that is going to break the stream setup. GG's to both players. That is going to end the set. And by the way, 2 Trillion, great to see you in the house. How you been? And all right, chat, with that result right there, that is going to be now Keurig moving on. Rick, thank you so much for the follow. And chat, we've got to keep going. We got to get back to brass tacks. Let me show you exactly what is coming your way. And by the way, Benny, thank you so much for playing, man. You did make it pretty far in the tournament. Hope to see you on the next run. We will have something special coming up this week. However, chat, gonna end our 3rd match of the night. All right, on to the official bracket. Let me show you how things are looking as of right now. So with that result, it'll be Keurig moving on in the bracket. You will see who he faces up next. Coming up next, though, is going to be Forgiveness, taking on Kelso. These NA events continue to go crazy. Invites have already been sent out, and let's do the damn thing. Forgiveness perhaps thinking about this a little bit. And by the way, the Near, I see you hanging out with us. Much love, brother.
New sight.
And Forgiveness says, I want to mirror Kelso. I don't know about this one. And by the way, Blonde Bomber, if that is you doing the predictions, thank you so much. W help.
How is that sniveling sorcerer your master?
All right, let's do it, chat. Losers quarterfinals is underway. After this, we got winners finals. That'll be Tornadic taking on Big Noir, and those two very familiar with each other. If you're wondering which one is Forgiveness, he's the one with the more silver hue to him on the left side. Nice, excellent jump in though, and this is going to be all Forgiveness, by the way. He's saying, I love the way that this ninja plays. We are gonna make sure that we get all of our resources out of it. Okay, nice. Oh, Kelso getting, I'm sorry, that is gonna be Forgiveness getting caught. And Forgiveness now gonna have to pay the iron prices. What is this Darius setup gonna look like? Okay, what do we got from here? Good. And all right, he explodes him, and that's gonna be Kelso! Kelso with the top tier setups. Ungadi watching in the background, by the way, here in the palace. This is close though, Forgiveness in some trouble. Flawless block, good. Forgiveness with one well-placed timing sniper hit can make this comeback. Kelso does not have the meter to break away. The jump in connection for Kelso. And Kelso starting to find his rhythm now, bringing out the main cameo that he is known for on those TikToks and on the YouTubes. Nice low. Our Forgiveness, though, does want to make him pay. And here he comes, man. Do we have some more cameo pressure? And he breaks the armor. Here we go. And this is going to be Kelso saying, you want to pick my character? Let me show you what that looks like. Nice low into the overhead, continuing to go mixy mix. What is this gonna look like though? Again, beautiful punish from Kelso, and he's gonna activate the buff. I forget what it's called. I don't know, but Kelso looking for those swaggy, those manly setups, I should say. Nice, tries to go for another grab, another low. Forgiveness though, he is on roller skates, he is on borrowed time. And chat, one more is gonna do it, and Kelso gonna take it by a 1-0 score just like that. Looking good to start off his loser's run. But he's got to do it again, and I have a feeling that Forgiveness is going to come out with something different on the next one. Let's send it your way. And all right, Forgiveness said I had to. Of course. You two know each other pretty well, I'm guessing. You said, I want to see how I do against him. However, Forgiveness, we know that smoke is on its way, though. We should be seeing it. All right, here we go, though. It is Kelso. It is Forgiveness. Now, let me switch those names around. Let's get started. Both these two representing Coaches Gaming Federation, and game number 2 on the horizon.
Kang wants to help Bihan.
No, Tomas. He wants to control.
And as always, guys, thank you so much for coming through, showing some love, and being here for the players, the events, and for myself, man. Nothing but love. We are here in Johnny's Mansion, the Rubber Duckies and Flamingos in the background. Embrace chaos. That's what it's called. I should know that. Anyway, welcome to the story. Cool story, Coco. Welcome. All right, the jumping in now. Forgiveness is with a character he is much more familiar with. And absolutely trying to light this place up, and Kelso in some trouble. And Mr. Ratchet, what's going on with you, my man? Welcome back. How you been? Another jump in, below. The overhead is absolutely going to be crushing Kelso. And this is such a different matchup now compared to the noob mirror. Back 3, overhead, and this should be GG's, and it is.
He'll go up in smoke.
Round 2. Fight.
Mr. Ratchet, it's great to see you as well, man. Welcome to the chat, man. How's everything going? All right, Forgiveness, though, he is on a mission now, trying to speed run this entire game. 4-3 again, trying to cancel right in front of it. There's the rocket overhead, not going to be good. Kelso trying to armor. Down 1, good low. And all right, though, this is going to be some devastating damage, and Forgiveness starting to pull away. Kelso does not have a lot of life. And this is going to do it. Forgiveness with a dominant run, and that is going to be a 1-1 score. However, you have to imagine Kelso. He might have to change his loadout after this, and that is going to be a beautiful brutality.
You got a light?
Brutality.
All right, 1-1 is going to be what we're dealing with. Blonde Bomber, Mr. Ratchet hanging out with us still. Nothing but love. Let's go to that replay. And as always, we like to show off our North American division, and what better way to do it than just like this, man. Much love to everybody hanging out with us, spending some time and making this part of your daily routine. Let's get you back to the action.
Smoke.
All right, let's do it. Let's send it your way. And now Kelso coming out with something he believes can do a lot more damage in that Ermac.
Tragedy has touched your soul.
And by the way,
Very
Tornadic and Noir, make sure those invites are sent out. Make sure you guys are good to go. Coming up after this.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, let's do it. Big Forgiveness and Big Kelso. Kelso, he's gonna get hit by that double rocket. That's an immediate combo starter coming from Forgiveness. And he is not shy. He is not skimping on that damage. Kelso can break, opting not to, at least right now. And the jump in. All right, now Darius back on the board. Here comes Kelso. And all right, let's see it, by the way. What's going on, Firex? Let's see how the tournament goes. Let's see how it goes. Nice. 1-2. And he is just a mile away from him at that point, though. The rocket's still on the loose. Overhead is going to connect, though. Is this going to be a full combo? No. Good defense coming from Kelso. And Kelso is whiffing in public. That's illegal. What do we got from here, though? The continued jump in, and look at these trip guards coming from Forgiveness. And Sam Plantinos, what's going on with you? When are we gonna game again? You gotta let me know. Good grab says, get off of me, good sir. We shall not be doing that. Tries to pick it up, though. Darius with some beautiful mix coming out of Kelso. And all right, though, turning. Oh, he's got to turn it back on, but he dropped. Wait, what is happening? And he's going up to the high heavens. A beautiful uplock. No punish out of that, though. However, this should be the round if he spends that fatal, and I do believe he will. And this looks like it is going to do it. He's going to let it rip just like that. And all right, Kelso, though, he's getting closer, but still, it is Forgiveness. Going to be retaking that lead.
Kuai Liang would approve.
And welcome everybody just tuning in, or if you've been here the entire time, thank you guys so much again supporting these players. And I have to say, man, they play some super interesting characters here today. PeaceMaker, Johnny, Ermac, Noob, Cybot, and Smoke, man. You'll love to see it rather than your typical T1000, although I do believe we have that too. However, though, here comes Kelso. He has got to get something going. He is now trapped in the corner. This is trouble. Nice. And another rocket for your troubles. Here comes Forgiveness. Kelso's in trouble. And Forgiveness, he has made deep runs in these tournaments. He's going to try to make an even deeper one. That's what she said. I appreciate the joke set up. However, we got to focus on this match. And Kelso is getting mixed left, right, and center field. This is bad news bears for the Ermac main. To my left. Got to break away. This is his last chance. Kelso, he's got to be perfect. And that is going to do it. The back three is absolutely going to crush him. A 2-1 score coming from Forgiveness. And all right, Forgiveness trying to make that deep run on the lower side of things. Let's see how that continues to pan out. However, Chad, we've got a long ways to go. Coming up next, by the way, winners finals. Let's see if Kelso can knot this up, send us to a 2-2 score onto that game 5. Yeah, Kira, yeah, definitely put me in that. For sure, put me in that. And Araviana, I hope I'm saying your name right. Welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for the follow. All right, chat, this is Kelso's last chance. He's got to do something.
You never back down.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, we are back. We are ready to go, and it looks like, by the way, Tweety coming through with the raid. Tweety, thank you so much for returning that raid from earlier. Hopefully you had a great stream. Saw you playing with Firex and Anna's. As always, a giant shout out to the final combatant himself, Big Tweety. All right, we appreciate that. If you're coming through from Tweety stream, we are just doing a little bit of tournament action here on the CGF North American side. Hopefully you did have a great stream, and as I say that now, Forgiveness trying to light this place up. Gonna break that Death's Embrace. Nice. Into the air we go, and now this is most certainly going to hurt. And Forgiveness continuing to roll away with this. Kelso with a down 2. Trying to get that combo restarted. The back 3 is gonna be good. And Kelso's not blocking. This could be it. And chat, this is gonna be Forgiveness now on set point. Just like that.
Round 2. Fight.
Nice. All right, though, beautiful stuff. Kelso, this is his last opportunity. He has had some trouble against Forgiveness, but you know what? A game 5 would send this one straight. All right, another glaive, though, switching cameos. And still pressing his Forgiveness. He's going crazy. And Forgiveness, he is on set point. Gonna retake that life lead with one more combination. Kelso has got to get going with some armor. All right, trying to drain that meter, wants nothing more to do with this. Beautiful stuff, Kelso. This should be close. All right, just staring him in his eyes, Spider-Man style. We're big fans of that, by the way. Oh, that's a whiff. Wake up buttons as well. Does not get a combo out of it, though. And Forgiveness, do you spend the fatal right now, or do you wait for one more? You gotta wonder. And tries to go armor again. The down two from Kelso to absolutely crush that.
Final round. Fight.
All right, chat, here we go. This one is getting close, man. This one is getting close. Kelso is only down by 1 round. Okay. And into the air we go. Wait a minute. And there's going to be another use of that armor. Kelso looking good to start us off. Beautiful low. However, what do we got from here? Kelso down 2. Rocket going to hit, but here we go. It's Kelso. And Kelso, he can establish some amazing corner position here. Draining the meter as well. And Kelso, beautiful combo. I don't think that's what he wanted, though. Overhead is going to be good. Kelso, can he send this to a game number 5? Catches him with the low again. And another one. Kelso just needs one more. And this looks like the beginning of the end, and that is going to do it. Kelso sending us to our first game 5. And yo, what's going on? Yellow Flash coming through with the support. How you been, my man? All right, chat, we see what's in front of us. We have ourselves a game number 5 coming your way, and I'm very curious to see if Kelso can get this done. However, it has still got to be, you got to say the momentum is still in Forgiveness's corner, man. The man is on a mission. Yo, what's up, Big Avo? How you been? Welcome, everybody coming through with the support, the love, and now, chat, I need you to put your hands and fins together. Let me know you got a pulse. Let's get ready for some game 5 action. Only one of these two is going to be coming out on the winning side of things, going to advance in the tournament. Yo, Big Salty, what's up? By the way, Noir and Tornadic, if you guys want to get those invites sent out already, definitely would appreciate it. And by the way, if anybody does want to support the prize pool here, you can do so right here. Never mandatory, but always appreciate it. Thank you so much for everything you guys do. And thank you so much for being here.
Is to be commended.
All right, Kelso, it's now or never. The same goes for Forgiveness. The winner here will advance. The loser goes home. Yo, what's up, Big Daddy G? Says, see, someone like me isn't losing at all. Noir, that remains to be seen. We will see in winners finals. Okay. However, though, this is a loser goes home scenario. Let's see where this ends up. All right, just spinning the glaive says, y'all want you to come to me. All right, what do we got from here? What do we got from here? And that's going to be him using the glaive to his advantage. And now this is Forgiveness pouring it on, starting to pull away already. Absolutely, Big Daddy G. Hopefully you're having a great day. Welcome to the stream, by the way. However, though, this is going to get a lot worse before it gets better for Kelso if he does not get on that bike and get going. And Forgiveness, again, looking pretty top tier with the smoke. Catches him out of the air. Kelso! Can he turn it on? He says, I see smoke, I click. You better believe it, man. And Forgiveness looking pretty damn good, I'm not gonna lie. All right, getting that meter back. You get caught with one of those glaives, you are in trouble. Still, Edge gonna be going to Forgiveness. All right, those glaives looking to catch you every step of the way. Neither of these players wants to commit. Reminds me of every relationship I've ever been in. Shoutouts, never mind. They don't deserve shoutouts. Nice. To the air we go. Not getting any damage, though, due to that Death's Embrace. However, now it is going to be all off. Overhead, no good. Trying to press those down ones. And trying to press, but not quick enough. Killing Lord, talk to me, my goat. How you been? There's 9 seconds left. Kelso, can he rob this? There's 5 seconds. Who has the lead? Oh, and that's going to be all for no! Kelso with the robbery!
Round 2.
Kelso just pressed down 2 and absolutely crushed that. Killer Lord, welcome back, man. You are here for some of the best action you could ask for. And I guess you got to buff Smoke because he is most certainly in some trouble. Kelso looking to move on in this tournament. That was a highway robbery. Call CHP, call them right now. All right, nice. All right, not gonna get anything out of it. A little bit too far, plus the buff is on. And now Kelso just looks like he has too much wind in his sails. At this point, Forgiveness will have another opportunity here. And the up block, that's a great way to get started. And more glaives on the way. Some of CGF's best members coming through. And by the way, Destroyer Blaze, thank you so much for that follow. Is that breaking my monitor if I lost around like that? Oh, yeah. 100%, 100%. Catches him out of the air. Hang on a second. Forgiveness, he might have something here. And another grab says, get off of me, good sir. Bottles, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Spend the fatal. Absolutely spend that fatal. And he is going to oblige in the best way possible. Forgiveness should have the lead after this. And Forgiveness right now going to be sitting in the driver's seat, but he will be giving Kelso access to that fatal blow. One touch is all either player needs. Nobody has breakaway. What do we got from here? Death's Embrace is going to be on. And he's trying to press, though. He says, do not press. Wait a minute. Is this going to be enough to kill? Getting some meter back as well. And this is going to come down to a game of inches. Shout-outs again to my love life. Nice. Forgiveness. There's 10 seconds left. Somebody's got to go. Back 3. What is this going to turn into? Down 1. The ground pounded. That's going to do it. That is going to be Kelso 2 times in one of the closest sets of the night. Absolutely moving on. Forgiveness. Thank you so much for coming through to play, man. Nothing but love. And by the way, a demonic set from start to finish. Either way, I think I can speak for this entire 100-person chat when I say we all enjoyed that. A tremendous amount. That was a banger. Absolute banger. However, chat, we've got more for you coming up. Let me show you exactly what it is we're talking about. And let's go to that replay. And Kelso, we'll see you up pretty soon in the loser side semifinals, man. Make sure you're ready to go. That will be up next. Not this next match, the one after. However, a beautiful performance from him. Forgiveness, though, looked like he had complete control of that until Kelso turned it up. Let's go take a look at that bracket. And all right, though, as you can see from here, that will be Kelso winning it by a score of 3-2. He is going to be moving on to your loser side semifinals. However, the big one's coming up next. That's what she said, Chad. I appreciate the joke setup. However, coming up next, Tornadic taking on Big Noir. Let's go. Yo, what's up, Big Arn? Arn, this is our second stream of the day. We're not still streaming from earlier. But yeah, this is our second tournament today. Can you believe it, man? I don't know what we're doing out here, but we're having some fun. However, Chad, this is going to be winners finals coming your way. Let's send it your way right now.
Johnny K. PeaceMaker.
All right, let's do it, though. Let's go and let's do this. By the way, the Cervex filler, goated name. Welcome to the chat. And yo, Pursuing Breeze, how you been? Awkward's in the building. Dude, Awkwards, you beat the hell out of me the other day, man. All I got to say is GG's to you. And welcome back to the stream, man. How you doing?
Pharaoh. The Chaos.
You said, want to do this Saturday? Arn Kratos, let's do it. Yeah. Team Vape versus Team Arn. But the thing is, Arn, you're going to be on my team. Chat, here we go. This is going to be some winners finals. Noir versus Tornadic. Tornadic, by the way, coming off that 33rd place at EVO. Nothing to slouch at. All right, trying to start off, however, Noir, who is in love with himself beyond measure. Trying to jump in, trying to get some damage here. Can he do it? And by the way, CGF, man, I told players when they came on this team, man, get ready for the grind. We're going to be doing tournaments early and often, every single week. And sometimes more, man, sometimes twice a week. Overhead, no good. Good defense coming from Tornadic. Nice, beautiful pressure again, and Tornadic is getting pulled away on. That's going to be Noir. Garkusha staying up late with us. What's going on with you, man?
Fight.
All right, more gunshots on the loose, but Noir says, get out of my airspace. And all right, the fair not going to work, and you have to believe Noir thought a lot about this match. Last time these two played, it was 3-2 for Tornadic. However, though, there has been a lot of grinding since then. Let's see who's going to be bringing those goods. 4-3-2, up to the sky. Nice low, and tries to go for another one. The low's so nice, we did it twice. We love it. Okay. And more birdies on the way, more torpedoes, and Tornadic is in trouble now. These projectiles really starting to disrupt his flow. Nice. 4-3-2 again, up to the air we go. 2-1 into the low. Good defense coming from Noir. And the big boot, you can never keep a good dog down. This should be the beginning of the end. How much are we looking at here? Good low into the eagly, into the command grab. And that is going to do it. A dominant game coming from Noir. I have to say, these games are going by so quick. However, though, that is the magic here at Vape's Fight Night CGF edition. And by the way, Pursuing Breeze saying that they are not the biggest fan of this Johnny drip. However, Tornadic likes to come out rocking the pink. Who doesn't? So when's the next top 8? I definitely need to sign up. Garkusha, it's going to be in about a day or two. Tomorrow we do have the EU side of CGF, and then we're going to be doing more open tournaments that you can join there for sure. However, chat, let's get you back to the action. Let's send it back your way.
PeaceMaker.
All right, here's Noir enjoying that 1-0 lead over Big Tornadic, who is going to have the bragging rights going into grand finals.
The things I could do with your life story.
How about we make it a streaming series?
All right, let's do it, chat. Let's see if Tornadic can adapt to this at all. Now bringing out the tremor. Was that what he was bringing last time? I'm not paying attention. All right, going up into the stratosphere, getting that guaranteed jump, and it's going to be Noir. However, that is not going to work out, and we are now going high riser from Sir Johnny Cage. And another jump in. What do we got from here? Noir always looking to press buttons, always looking for those micro ducks, and a torpedo will suffice for now. Good low. And another one to go alongside a big duck coming from Tornadic. Up to the air we go. The fake tremor, perhaps. And a little bit of interruption there. Noir still with the lead, although just slightly. And the low absolutely going to be crushing you. And Noir starting to pull away. Noir's looking good. Can he do this? And another jump in. 4-3-2. The low to go alongside it, though. He is blasting this man. And do you spend? Absolutely spend it. And Noir is going down after playing such an immaculate round. Tornadic is absolutely going to be bringing that one back. Smashes that one in the face. And there is some camera action for your chesticles. Oh, Big Daddy G, I think I do have access to the bracket. Let me see.
You will be back next week.
Round 2. Fight.
Give me one quick second. Let's see if Noir can bring this back now. We do got to do something. Give me one quick second. Oh, wait, no, I don't. Yeah, I do. Here we go. Ad blocker. What the fuck? Okay, we're good, we're good. If you're looking for how the bracket started, oh wait, I can't even, why can I not type this? There it is right there. That's how we started, man. Our entire North America CGF division was on the ropes here tonight. Noir with a slight lead, so waking up with some torpedo. Beautiful command grab to go alongside it. More gunshots as well. Nice. And just more gunshots trying to pepper him. Does not want Tornadic to get his turn back. Tornadic, this would be his first tournament win here if he can get it. However, though, he is coming off that Evo. Amazing performance. This should be close. Actually, no, he drops it. Into the air we go. I do not think he's dropping that one. This could be the beginning of the end. What will Tornadic wake up with? Trying to duck it, but he's got a break. Nice low. And another one to go alongside the overhead as well, but that's gonna do it. That's Tornadic. Shutter, what's going on? How's everything going? Welcome back.
Bring it.
All right, Tornadic says, I don't care what you do, I am going to win this set. And he is certainly proving a case for it right now. Let's go take a look at that replay. By the way, welcome everybody tuning in. Shutter, I'm doing amazing. I spoke to you about an hour ago. Things are going a lot better. However, a 1-1 score here. You gotta wonder how this thing's gonna end. Let's not wait and find out. Let's go find out and let's send it your way. And all right, here we go. Tornadic again, going to be knotting this bad boy up. Does not want to lose this one. Says, let me commentate. You're gonna say 4 words. That's the problem, Shutter.
Never cross paths.
All right, let's get this going on to game number 3. By the way, you will notice we are missing Zaplatz today. He should be back in a couple of weeks. Hopefully all is going well on his side of the aisle. Here we go. And once again, if anybody does want to donate to the winning player tonight, you can do so right here. Never ever mandatory, but always appreciated. Thank you guys so much for supporting the players, the event, and myself as well. However, Tornadic coming out with that pink trip though, walking him to the west side side of the screen. Nice. And it looks like he might have a bit of a download. Said, don't make me donate $1, Shutter, don't do it. I know you need those funnies for the McDonald's. Up into the air we go. Tornadic most certainly making those comebacks. That's what I like about Tornadic, man. He is so good at adjusting, and this should be the beginning of the end. I don't know if I agree with that breakaway, but who cares what I think? Nice. Big boot as well. Nice. And a 4-3-2. Down 1 to go alongside it, though, but we're going to be backing up. Tornadic needs one more hit. Can he get that last hit? He's on chip territory. And that tremor is absolutely going to provide the finishing touches he was looking for. Tornadic looking good. All right, and another 2-1-2 to blast him alongside. Remember, this is a double elimination tournament. We rarely run those. However, today we did make an exception. All right, Noir is going for a very much more defensive-oriented approach here. That force field to back him up, but he's not going to be getting anything out of it. He's getting punished. And Tornadic is absolutely starting to pull away here. Can he get that 2-1 lead? Overhead, down 1 into the explosion, into the tremor. Tornadic is not letting go of that block button. The back 3 in this chat should be the beginning of the end. Tornadic is going to be taking a 2-1 lead. And just like that, Tornadic is going to be looking good. He's going to be one match away from that grand finals. And the plot armor, though, of Noir is going to rear its ugly head. Let's see if he can come through and send us to yet another game 5. He's saying, what world is back 3 a poke a punish? I have no idea, brother. I have no idea. However, I don't really play this game, so you would know better than me. On to the next one, though. Let's get it sent back your way, and let's roll. And for you guys on the YouTube side wondering what is CGF, that is my clan that I own here in Mortal Kombat, and we're having a great time with some of our players, Noir and Tornadic, gonna be doing the dirty work here in game number 4.
The things I could do with your life story.
How about
All right, let's do it though. Tornadic needs just one more. Can Noir bring this back? We would love to see another game number 5. Either way, Kelso and Kirix, make sure those invites are locked and loaded. We will see you gentlemen soon. All right, another shadow kick, an enhanced shadow kick, I do believe. However, Noir, he's got too much plot armor to lose now, and that is going to be an up block punish. You better believe it's Cyrax as well, causing some damage. A 28% throw. Get this game off my screen. However, Tornadic doesn't seem to care. He lacks any kind of compassion for this situation. 2-1 into the 2-1-2. Anti-gravity. Good gunshot, however, a beautiful step back coming from Noir. Noir with the lead. Tornadic trying to plan his approach. Down 1, 4-3 again. And the bowling ball gonna absolutely crush you. The big Italian meatball. Yo! Tickle my fancy, how you been? Tickle my fancy. Hopefully you're in the mood for some winners finals because we have it in spades. Another jump in as well to go alongside the 4-3, and that's gonna be the round. Tornadic is one away from going back to grand finals where we saw him last week. However, he is looking for a little bit more than just going to grand finals. He wants to win the entire tournament. Yo, what's going on, Big Saturn? How you been? Saturn, it has been a while. Hopefully you're having a great day, and hopefully we can make it just that much better. Welcome to the channel. What do we got from here? Noir, he's going with those YouTube setups. I know what I'm looking at. Beautiful shadow kick. What is this gonna be? If I had a penny for every time Noir switched cameos, I'd be rich. Absolutely. And Redhead, what's going on? Welcome to the chat. Another grab. Big Skibbity still hanging out with us. Tickle my fancy up in the building. And now Tornadic on set point. Can he win this damn tournament? Yeah, Fire X. Shout outs to Hazem. Yes, yes, yes. Getting paid with the YouTube likes. That's the way we like to do things. Nice, another good grab, and we are going double explosion. He said, when are we getting Vape Coach versus Bald Master 3000? We were supposed to do a team battle, me and Rips, however, it could be in a couple of months. You never know, and this should be the round. Tornadic not gonna be able to break away. And a beautiful round from him. He is only one round away from sending us to a game number 5. Definitely what we want to see.
Fight.
And by the way, we got a combo starting here. W, man, level 1 combo, let's go. And level 2, you guys are insane. Thank you so much. All right, Tornadic does not want to give up this lead right here. He wants to do this damn thing. Anti-gravity, that no punish.
Anti-gravity.
All right, another low. Tornadic, though, trying to stagger his way to freedom. And another 4-3 to the high heavens, though. Not able to confirm on it. The 2, and what a beautiful duck, does not punish it, though. Does Noir. Good. Another big boot. Down 1. And another torpedo, though. Cyrax gonna keep it safe. We will not see Cyrax for a while. Remember, that was one of the original broken cameos of this game. Beautiful grab coming from Noir. More gunshots. Noir, does he have the technology here to send us to a game 5? Overhead is not gonna be what the doctor ordered. Good low. And he's going dash cancel. 4-3 again. Tornadic, it feels like at any point, one of these two is gonna open each other up. Down 1. And another torpedo, wait a minute. And by the way, Redhead, thank you so much for donating. I'm sorry, thank you so much for starting that combo with us. Much love, brother. Welcome to the channel, by the way. And this is gonna do it. That's gonna be Tornadic. It was not an explosive combo, but you know what is the little things that make the biggest difference here? That is going to be a 3-1 score. Tornadic gonna be moving on to grand finals. You will see him in just a little bit. However, we have got to iron out the rest of this tournament. Only a few more matches left. And let me show you exactly what that looks like. But first, let's go take a look at that replay sponsored today by Big Tornadic. And an excellent set, by the way. Tornadic, man, he has been looking crisp ever since he got back from Evo. Had a great performance there, and he's going to keep that going on the online circuit. However, chat, coming up next, let me show you what we got. All right, and so with winners finals coming to a close, that is going to be all Tornadic sitting in grand finals. However, Chad, coming up next, that is going to drop down. That is going to drop Noir down to losers finals. Coming up next is going to be losers semifinals. That is going to be none other than Kirix taking on Big Kelso. Invites have already been sent out. Let's do this damn thing and let's go. All right, Kelso. I wonder what the cameo is. Is he coming out with the Darius? Or is Kirix coming out with that Madame Bow? He does like to use it. All right, either way, we are not going to wait around to find out. It does look like Darius is here. And so is Kelso, and so is that goated noob Cybot. The jump in though, the load. He says, yeah, it's not going to work on me, good sir. What is the mix from here? Overhead absolutely crushes him. Going for that teleport. And by the way, Kelso, some of the swaggiest setups you will see in all of MK1. Nice overhead. All right, going to be launching him, and now we are going up to the stratosphere, though. Kelso putting him in some big trouble. And Redhead taking full advantage of those sub emotes. We do love to see it. However, Kelso, he's gonna have to work hard from here. What will Darius bring to the table? That should be the round, but quite kind of drops it. Nice. And Kirix says, we have armor teleports. You better believe I'm going to press that magic button if I need to, but that's gonna be all Kelso.
Round 2. Fight.
Beautiful duck coming from Kirix. And Kirix starting off this second round says, all right, let me get my bearings straight. All right, I was playing a little bit of Havoc earlier. I am more than ready now. However, not waiting around for that fair. Beautiful reactions coming out of Big Kelso. Overhead again, the jump in. Wait a minute, though. The armored load, that thing reaches like a half a mile or a kilometer if you're coming out on the EU side of things. Overhead, no good. The back three into the Farah, though. He has not been successful with those, at least not as of now. Another jump in, another Darius punish, and Kelso is taking the lead. Kelso continuing to roll. And all right, though, some more armor teleport setups. No punish on that one. To 10 points on Kirix is crazy. Either way, Kirix, does he spend that fatal blow now? Does he wait for one more opportunity? He's gonna let it rip right now. Let's go. And Kirix absolutely not waiting around for his opportunity. Says, I don't know when I'll get this button again. I better spend it now. And all right, still does not have the lead, but still in a much better spot. And a beautiful punish again. Darius is there waiting. What do we got from here? Another jump in. Overhead is good. And this looks basically guaranteed. Hang on a second. Overhead. But that's going to be Kirix bringing it back. Ain't no way. And Kirix hitting the magic stand two to bring it back. Kelso just needed one more hit.
Final round. Fight.
Nice. And Kelso says, I'm going to start pressing buttons. You better be around when I do. Good defense from Kirix. Down one. And by the way, Shutter, our watch time command does not work. I'm going to have to add that. Overhead is good, and Kelso is not shy about these combos. I know, I need to do it, Shutter. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Another punish as well. Another low. And here comes Kelso, absolutely bombing on Kirix. And this could be the beginning of the end with one more confirm. And it looks like it. Wait a minute, though. And a down one to crush it. Kelso going to be taking the lead. A 1-0 score. Kirix will need to go back to the drawing board and see what he can do from here. Maybe a different cameo, perhaps even a different character. We shall see. He said Noob Darius is underrated. Hey, Kelso makes it look underrated, man. He's got some, he was showing us in the VC the other day. He's like, this is how I do this. This is how I do that. And I was like, damn, if you don't know how that works, that is crazy. All right, game number 2 on the horizon here is Kelso with that 1-0 lead. Kirix, I'm interested to see. He is not going to be switching cameos, not just yet.
Cyrax is with us now.
A choice you will
All right, let's keep the action going and let's keep the energy flowing, chat. Once again, thank you guys all so much for being here, supporting the players, supporting the team, and supporting Vape's Fight Night. Here we go, CGF North American Edition. Up to the high heavens we go. Kirix, he is saying, I've got a lot of work to do. Better get started right now. And the low's gonna catch him. He's having a lot of success here early on with that Farah. And now we are trying to absolutely crush it. Does not even want to give Kelso his turn. Saying, you know what, do not press a button. I've got you covered. What has Darius got planned? Beautiful mix again coming from Kelso. And Kelso, man, the name's so nice, we had to say it twice. Big Kelso 2 times, coming through with all that mixed pressure, and Kirix could be in some royal trouble right now. Nice down one, the stand 2, the overhead, not gonna be successful. All right, these two eyeballing each other. Overhead is gonna be good. Kirix waking up with a down one. Says, get off of me, good sir. That is in fact my purse. Another jump in the stand two, and that should be guaranteed. That will be the run. Does not even need to spend that fatal. Kirix looking good here in game number 2.
I would not move.
Round 2. Fight.
Another low, and there's a big spear. Up into the stratosphere we go. Kirix having a much cleaner game number 2. Down one, double down one. All right, Farrah gonna be making that cameo appearance though. And what do we got from here? We got armor on you. Better be careful. Watch your step. Darius overhead, not gonna be connecting. And Kelso though, looking for every swaggy comeback under the book. The armor teleport though does not get too much out of it. And there's Darius again. You better watch your feet, watch your head, watch everything. 2-1. Good. And catches him out of the air. Does Kelso. He said, let me join CGF. Hey, we do have tryouts Saturday. I think, aren't you on a team though, I thought? I'm not sure. I don't know. Nobody tells me nothing. He says you need a Tanya player. We kind of do need a Tanya player, not gonna lie. However, though, Kelso trying to bring this one back. Will he spend that fatal Kirix? He already does have access to that breaker. So now I'm a free agent. Hey, shoot me a DM sometime. Let's talk. I'm definitely down. And that is going to be Kelso making that comeback. He said, I'm the best Tanya. Shutter, facts. Yes, I am agree. Sure.
Fight.
However, though, that is going to be a long pitch that is not going to be delivering. He said, please, you must have never met me. I know who you are, Saturn. I think I've had you in an event before. Either way, though, Kelso looking to bring this back, looking to make this a modern-day art masterpiece. He said, I'm a Ghostface if you need one, but I'm still probably kind of ass. Hey, same here, man. Same here. Nice 4-3 up to the high heavens, though. Into the stratosphere we go. Kirix again applying that pressure in the best and worst way. Hey, Moker, thank you so much for coming through. Thank you so much for playing in the tournament, getting that participation up. We do love to see it. And now here comes Big Kirix. And Kirix says, I'm gonna let this rip just like me inside of an elevator. And all right, though, gonna be snapping that neck, bombing him on the ground. And can Kirix take this, though? Does he have what it takes? No, he's gonna teleport him. Down one. And that's a grab. That should be the end, and that's gonna be Kirix. A 1-1 score just like that. Holy moly. Kirix saving himself from going down 2-0. It's gonna knot this thing up quite beautifully. And all right, you've seen some of Kirix's handiwork. Now it's time for Kelso to go back to the drawing board, see what he can do. He said, my inputs didn't come out. It happens, Kelso. Performance issues, 1 in 5 men gonna suffer from that. That's one of those gas station pill requirements. Either way, let's send it back your way and let's get you sent back to the action. And if you guys are wondering what CGF is, that is my own team that I have created in MK1. We like to have great times around here, as you can see. By the way, coming up after this, will be the winner of this taking on Noir. Noir better be ready, man, because both these players look ready to go.
My wedding? How could you?
I warned you. Nothing is off limits.
All right, let's do this damn thing, though. Let's send it your way. Big Kirix taking on Big Kelso. And all right, we are all tied up just like me on a Saturday night. Focus on the match, though, chat. That's what's important. Nice low. However, the Kirix immediately gonna answer back, says, you tried to press a button when I did not want you to. Nice. Oh, going for the pain and gain. That's gonna most certainly hurt. That is gonna be some devastating damage coming from Kirix. He's at the 30. Can he get to the 40? The pain and gain still active. Kelso, he's gotta get going. Nice, going up to the heavens yet again. Kelso not even gonna bother to break away. Says, you got me. You got me. All right, Kirix now officially taking the lead. This Scorpion Demon, definitely a living legend, living up to that legend. However, Kelso says, hang on, let me get started real quick. However, Darius not gonna be able to provide that ample cameo coverage. And no, the spear is not gonna work. We're putting on some armor though. That low's gonna hit him. Wait a minute. What happens to the armor? What happens to the armor? Is it still waiting? No, it's not. I don't know how that property works. Into the air, Kirix. Now taking a dominant lead. Seems to have gotten a bit of a download on Kelso. And I sense a grab coming. I can smell the grab. However, an overhead will suffice for now. Kelso says enough is enough. And a 2-1, and this is gonna be Kirix blasting Kelso into the air, and that is gonna be a 2-1 lead. These games are going by super, super fast. Gotta call it like I see it. And Kirix gonna be up 2-0, man, but I gotta say, this is going crazy right now. We gotta see if Kelso can answer right back. By the way, Snorts, what's going on? Welcome to the chat. However, And by the way, Poseidon up in the house. Shout outs to one of the better TOs on the North American side. How's everything going, brother? All right, let's do it, chat. Can Kirix close this out, or will this be Kelso getting it done? Redhead is saying we need some more Kelso. He's bringing out the Ermac.
The Great Hall.
Quan Chi will not control you again.
He may try, but he will not succeed.
And Kelso, this is his ace character. If he's gonna get it done, it will be with this character. Shutter also a huge fan of the Ermac action. Let's see what we've got. Back three, and the low not gonna catch him. However, though, does not hit Kirix with that, but this is gonna go yard, and this is gonna do some heavy damage. Kelso looking to make that top 3 appearance. Can he do it, or is Kirix gonna run away with this? Overhead is gonna be money against Storm Farah, proving to be one of the better characters and cameos in this meta. All right, no Farah right there to answer the call. However, Kelso with a big pickup, and here he goes. And Kelso putting on a little bit of a Death's Embrace to go along with it. Nice. Oh, the Darius stopping that spear combo. And Kelso back in the lead. Death's Embrace is on. Nice low. And this is where the mix really, really happens. Overhead is gonna be good. This should be the end. This should be the round. Gonna put some more Death's Embrace on. I don't know if it's needed, but who cares? Who cares what I think, chat? And that is gonna be Kelso only down by 1 round.
Round 2. Fight.
All right, this is continuing to go all kinds of crazy right now. Kelso looking vintage with the Ermac. Can he bring this all the way back? Nice. Overhead is gonna be money. Good, solid offense coming from Kirix. And Kirix says, I do not want a game 5. I want to end things right here. However, Kelso does have much different plans. Yo, Nehanzo, what's going on? Shout outs to you, shout outs to KGE. How you been? Another jump in, another low, the stand 2. And Kirix trying to plot that trip guard. Nice low. Overhead, we're going up to the high heavens. Kirix not even going for the up block. Overhead is gonna connect. And this is bad news bears for the Scorpion main to my right. And this team, man, has continued to look better and better every single week. And this is just the North American side. Tomorrow will be the European side. Nice smash down. Good. Nice low again. And Nehanzo, hopefully you're doing well as well, man. Welcome to the channel. Back 3, overhead is not gonna connect. He catches him out of the air. And that's gonna be Kelso sending us to yet another game 5. Kelso refusing to leave, refusing to go home.
Ermac wins.
And all right, chat, with that performance, you know what time it is. Put every single emote you can think of in this chat. Show me that you've got a pulse and gets ready for another game 5. I believe, what is this, our 2nd or 3rd of the night? Oh, Nehanzo, I'm doing amazing, man. We're just having a little bit of a team battle right here, a bit of a team tournament, and it is going the distance here, most certainly. All right, here we go. It is Kelso, it is Kirix, chat. You could not have drawn it up any better. Let's get it.
Cage Mansion.
And Redhead over here drinking on the job. We'd love to see it, brother.
What? That cannot be possible.
All right, Kelso, this is your last chance. The same goes for Kirix. Look at Jesse Atwood having some drinks. That's illegal, but I'll allow it for the one time. Nice low. And Kirix says, I am not going to lose this set. I don't care what character you pick. We are going to solve this right now. Overhead is going to be money. Kirix, he is going 2 for 2. At bat. Nice. Pulls him, yanks him right back in. And now he says, let me give me some space. However, that armor not going to pay off for Kelso the way he intended it to. Beautiful up block. Not going to get too much more out of that. Try to get that shimmy pressure. What do we got from here? Oh, and he catches him, letting go of the block button. Overhead is not going to connect, unfortunately. However, that spear is also going to be not getting punished. Down 1, and Ghost Carnage. What's going on, brother? Welcome back to the chat. Coming through with those emotes. Beautiful up block coming from Kirix, and now he is trying to paint this masterpiece all on his own. Throws him right back down. Another jump in the back 3 into the overhead. But wait, still pressing, and that is going to be the round. A somewhat dominant round coming from Kirix.
Round 2. Fight.
And Kirix, this is your last chance. I'm sorry, Kelso. This is your last chance getting punished right here and now. Will he choose to break? Not just yet. I have a feeling if that happens again, though, he most certainly will be hitting that R2 trigger. Nice, good grab. And the Darius, I've never seen this setup. He's still going. What do we got from here? The stomp. He's doing Twitter strings. And blowing him up while we are at it. And a down 2 wake up coming from Kyrix. What is this? Kelso cannot break, but now he will have access to that fatal blow. Can he get right on the Pharah here? That is the question at hand. Good down 1. And another grab though. This is trouble for Big Kelso. And this way he can break. He can break. Can he break? Yes. And that is going to do it. That is going to be all Kyrix with a 3-2 score, making his way to losers finals to take on Big Noir just like that. What an insane run, Kelso. Thank you so much for playing, man. A lot of good footage out of that, by the way, in case you are wondering. GG's to both players. And now we have to go take a look at that replay, and then we got to show you how the bracket is looking. And all right, though, a dominant game. I'm sorry, not a dominant, a very close game, I should say. By the way, Kelso, looking good, man. I think I speak for a lot of people when we say, man, people's champion right there. However, we got to now see how Kyrix's run is going to end. If it does end, let's go take a look at that bracket. So with that result right there, it'll be none other than Kyrix going to losers finals. Only 2 more matches remain. And guys, let's watch it together or as friends, whatever it is you want to do. However, Noir, go ahead and send me an invite. Kyrix, Kyrix, I'll invite you from there. And let's do it, chat. Let's send it your way. Let's get losers finals all wrapped up, and then let's see what Tornadic has for us in store.
PeaceMaker.
Let me switch these names around yet again because I am apparently tripping, chat. It does happen to the best of us. Let's get it.
The gateway.
All right, Noir, though, with that flashy PeaceMaker taking on Kyrix, the man who cannot be stopped with this Scorpion, or so it would appear.
Fuzzy dice, pretty much anything.
All right, let's do this damn thing, chat. It is now game time. Noir taking on Big Kyrix, who is going to be coming out on top in this battle. All right, Kyrix already starting off with an early lead. Will need significantly more, but an excellent punish coming from Kyrix again. Nice. All right, smashing him all the way back down. Look at this damage. And all right, and look at this. He is backing up more than the game is actually allowing him to do. Insane stuff. What do we got from here? Kyrix, though, he's got to lock in. He's already top 3. He wants that top 2. He wants that top 1. Big torpedo, though, for your solar plex. And a big spear, though, here coming from Kyrix. And Kyrix is absolutely lighting this up like a Christmas tree. This should be guaranteed. You know the hellfire is coming. No, not going to spend it. Just says, you know what? A nice little 4-3 should be good to go.
Round 2. Fight.
By the way, if anybody is not on a team, or if you are considering joining a team in the future, you can join our Discord right there. Should be good to go. If it does not work, please let me know. If you want to come hang out with our community, or if you simply want to try out in the future, there is your destination. Look no further. Also, you can send me a DM on Discord. I'm in a lot of Discords, so you should be able to find me. Just a little bit of a self-plug there. Why not? Down 1. Good grab from Kyrix, though, and Kyrix is absolutely bombing on Noir. Why is Kyrix looking so good today? Let me find out MK Javier is playing for you. I'll ban you right now. But we also do support that. Up into the air, and Kyrix with one of the most dominant games of the night and going to be taking out Noir, a 1-0 score. And all right, Kyrix starting us off pretty good, man. He is looking to make that happen. Who, by the way, who beat Kyrix on the top side? Was it, in fact, Tornadic? I don't even know. I'm going to have to go take a look. Maybe it was Noir. However, chat, this is going to be a reversal of fortunes, at least right now. You said mom griefing? What does that even mean, Noir? What are you even saying? Yo, Big Salty, what's up? And Tornadic, let me ask you personally, who would you rather face between these two? It's got to be Noir, right? Probably because you've already beaten him on the top side. Big Fluff coming through from the Egyptian side of the community. What's going on?
Wuxi Academy.
I would have given my right arm to be raised by badass ninjas.
The Lin Kuei.
All right, here we go. It's Kyrix, and it is going to be Noir, and this is going down, chat, like 4 flat tires.
Round 1. Fight.
He said they both scary. Tornadic says, I just want to win a tournament. By the way, if you do win this tournament, you do get a magazine cover. Do not want to miss out on that. And then in a week where Zaplatz is not here, this could be ample opportunity. All right, though, a big duckopotamus. That looks like a diver duck, perhaps even a mallard duck coming from Noir. Noir says, let me turn the afterburners on real quick. However, big damage, though. The Flute of Doom making a twice appearance, now going big explosion. And now Noir looking to tear this one apart. Good low into the Eagle-y. Catches him with the overhead. Got a break. And a big spear from downtown Kyrix. I don't advise spinning that fatal, but you don't let your dreams be dreams. Don't let me coach you. I'm a vape coach, not a Mortal Kombat coach. However, no, he drops it. That could have been bad for Noir if Kyrix was able to punish it. And let's see what we got from here. Let's see what we got from here. Another torpedo to the solar plex. And that's going to be all Noir crushing this man's dreams.
Fight.
He said, you are coaching what, MK? Well, listen, I'm a vape coach. I'm not really a Mortal Kombat coach. Maybe a wrestling coach as well, but not an MK coach. I'm telling you guys, if you guys ever go to the offlines and I'm there though, by the way, let me coach you in between games. I'll be like, you know you're losing, right? Nice. Down one. Babe, how can I do a ghost? What are you even talking about, Shutter? Slams him right back down the Italian meatball for your dome nugget. Another one. Overhead is going to be money, and now Kyrix is in big trouble. Noir looking to pull away. Can he get it done? So aren't you a vape coach? I kind of am. Oh, I can't do no tricks. No. And yo, Big Kaishiro, what's going on? Shout outs to one of CGF's best support members in the house. How you been? And Kaishiro, though, gonna be trying to make their way to the competitive division, but not before Noir. Gonna knock this bad boy up. 1-1 will be the current score, and he's not even done. Look at the back. It's Chad. I hate it. That being said, I kind of like it. And holy moly donut shot. That is going to be all Noir getting it done, saying, you know what? I am the real villain here at Vape's Fight Night. And he is most certainly showing why. And what's going on, Big Ethan? I have not seen you in a minute. And by the way, good Vape, I just got off work. Where are you working at, man? Let me find out. Send me the address. I'm kidding. What's going on? By the way, what's going on, OJ? How's everything going, brother? You said, what are those cracked bags? What are you guys? Okay, we're on like 7 different subjects, and I cannot keep up with all of them, but I am trying.
PeaceMaker.
All right, game number 3, Noir, though, with that 1-1 score. Let's go.
The Great Hall.
I would have given my right arm to be raised by badass ninjas.
The Lin Kuei are not ninjas.
Kaishiro, what's gonna happen is I'm gonna go to work for you, all right? You're gonna be the streamer. Everything all good? Appreciate the raid. Hey, man, OJ, always good, man. It's always scary running into you in Combat League. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. This isn't MK11, bro. Either way, though, that is gonna be a beautiful start coming from from Kyrix. Absolutely trying to crush this competition. The forward 3, the down 1. However, Noir says now it is my time to retort. All right, smashing him right back down the big old Italian meatball for your head. And jumps right over that. The low is going to absolutely connect. And Noir going with some forbidden strings. We allow that here at Base Fight Night. Nice. Good low. And another one to go alongside the 4-3 up to the high heavens. This is trouble now for Big Noir. And trying to go for the grab, the walk-up grab. Noir sees it coming from a mile away. Nice eagle though, but we're trying to armor through it. That should have been the round. However, the gunshots are going to provide ample coverage, and this should be the beginning of the end. However, it is not just yet. Going force field, what do we got from here? He does it! Kyrix is a crazy person! He didn't even need to spend that! No! Noir getting caught with his head inside the cookie jar! The duckopotamus, that is the biggest duck I have ever seen.
Round 2. Fight.
He says Sonic Boom is a force field. I guess I don't know nothing about nothing. Holy moly, it just feels like Kyrix has all the momentum in the world, chat. Nice. And a little bit of the razzle-dazzle spin to win. The walk-up tries to get that shimmy neutron. However, we do make armor for a reason. Tries to put on that coverage, though, with that crystalline. Not going to get it. And Noir, he looks a little bit out of his element. I got to call it like I see it. Noir wants to make that Grand Finals. Can he get that Grand Finals appearance? Nice low. And the down 1 into the eagly, into the overhead. This should be all Noir. This is not going to kill. However, the follow-up most certainly should. The down 1 into the Sonic Boom is going to be good to go.
Jam.
Final round. Fight.
All right, this is going to be the most pivotal round of the match, perhaps even the tournament. We shall see. And by the way, Salty staying up super late with us. What's going on? Salty, my Habibi, extra vessels for you. Much love. Ja, 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 ja. Oi, oi, oi. I'm just making sounds with my face at this point. Kyrix, though, continuing to extend that lead. Wants to take that 2-1 lead for himself. Much love, Big Salty. Welcome back. Great to see you. All right, Noir, though, he is halfway, more than halfway to losing this round. Gonna wake up with some beautiful placed armor. Ja, 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 ja. Oi, oi, oi. Much love, y'all. All right, what does Noir got from here? The Eagly Absolute. Do you spend the Fatal next time you get? That's the question at hand. More gunshots on the horizon. Another low. That spear not going to be doing anything the way he thought it was. You got to be careful. He is absolutely looking to make that rip. And all right, Noir is just trying to outweigh the Crystalline, but he gets punished! And that's going to be Kyrix with the 2-1 lead. And Kyrix going to be getting it done just like that. 2-1 is going to be the current score. And man, Noir, he's got his work cut out for him. I cannot think of the last time he was in this kind of position on the lower side of things. However, onto the replay, let's get it. And I have no idea how that's a punish either way. Kyrix just started pushing buttons and he decided that this is what's happening. However, though, this is still far from over. We could yet again get another game 5. And Stefan and Salty over here saying, ja, 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 we'd love to see it, chat. Game number 4 is here. All right, let's do it. And by the way, if anybody does want to support the prize pool today, you can do so right here. Never mandatory, but always appreciated. It does go to the winning players. All right, let me switch these names around just a little bit if I can. Now, Kyrix, I'm sorry, I have the name switched around. It is Kyrix currently with that 2-1 lead, and now Noir is shopping around for a cameo. Wants to see what he can make happen. Does he want to go with the Scorpion? I've never seen him on the Scorpion cameo. This would be super interesting.
Jax. Living forest.
With what weapons are you proficient?
All right, going with the Jax. This is actually the Zaplas loadout. Zaplas, most notoriously the best Peacemaker in this game. Also a teammate.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, let's do it. On to the next game we go. And by the way, yeah, in this week where Zay is not here, our 2-time defending champion, that is going to leave the room for new blood to come through and perhaps take over the CGF North American side of things. However, the Italian meatball going to be rearing its ugly head again. Nice armor coming out of Kyrix, super aggressive. However, Noir does not going to be enjoying this life lead, at least not right now. Nice 4-3-4. However, though, we are going to be pushing buttons. What is this damage? And Kyrix, though, with the biggest brains, some would say the best brains. And this should be the round. He is going to be on set point.
You dishonor yourself.
Round 2. Fight.
All right, here we go. Nice. Nice. Again, the 2-1. 2-1 again, going spin to win, and we are not blocking that, says Big Noir. And this looks like Kyrix just has a complete download. Noir is struggling here in the open. And what is even happening? The game can't keep up. And that is going to be some big damage on the way down. Noir more than happy to take advantage of that situation. Nice low. And the backdash into the low. Another one to go alongside it. Forward 3-4 again. Going to be letting it loose. There's the Trevor pickup. And look at this damage we are seeing right in front of our very eyes. Noir, that is going to be his last breaker, potentially, of his tournament run. Good low. And Noir still getting tracked down, but there's a big move. Kyrix has got to break. Kyrix cannot break. He's got to eat this in there. And some more Jax, but that's going to do it. Kyrix is going to take it. Holy moly. Kyrix is going to grand finals after an insane loser's run that we have just seen in front of our very eyes. Noir knew it was over. What a set. By the way, Tornadic, I'll just be inviting you to this hill. It's all NA. It should be all good to go. But chat, we got to go take a look at that replay to see exactly how that happened. And holy moly, that was super well played. Noir, though, you better believe he'll be back. He's like a bowling ball. He is never going to stop coming back. However, we got to call it like it is. An excellent run coming from Kyrix, but there is still one final hurdle to clear. And I'll show you exactly what that is. That is the man, the myth, the legend, Tornadic, sitting in grand finals. Chat, this is going to be our last one of the night. And let's see who is going to be advancing. Let's see who is going to get themselves some gold today. Will it be Tornadic? Will it be Kyrix? Invites are being sent out. Let's do this damn thing.
Johnny Cage.
Let me change that name around if I can. Tornadic, by the way, coming through on the winner's side of things. And by the way, FireX still staying up is kind of crazy, man. It's got to be like 4 a.m. in your area.
Your mention was unduly extravagant.
It came with a mega stardom package deal.
All right, let's do it. Let's go and let's roll.
Round one. Fight.
All right, Kirix. Starting off 4-3. Up to the sky is where we are going. And Kirix says, I've got to win 3 just to get us started. Can I get it done? However, Tornadic, though, he is not going to be riding the same momentum that Kirix has. Kirix winning about 3 straight matches to make his appearance here. Tornadic just had to win 2. And that was on the top side, and he has not played in quite a while. However, 2-1, you cannot ever discount this Johnny. One of the best in the game, in my opinion, on the North American side, to be sure. I know, FireX, I know. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Up into the air, and now Tornadic trying his best to bring it back. However, Kirix starting off with the Fury. Not gonna get that mix, though. Good grab. I love these staggers. Yo, Royal Storms, I've been doing amazing, man. How's everything going on your side of the aisle? Talk to me. Nice. All right, we got another jump in, but that's gonna be Kirix, and he is going to crush that round.
Round 2. Fight.
All right, let's do this damn thing, though. Again, we are spraying the fire everywhere. And Kirix, he just looks like a man on a mission. No other way to call it. However, Tornadic, he is going to have to go back to his winning ways if he has any intention of coming away with that gold. And by the way, this is Grand Finals, the last set you will see tonight, unless we get a reset coming out of on Kirix's end. Beautiful, try to uplock it, but a little bit slow on the draw there is Kirix. And another jump in, though, Kirix. What do we got from here? Tornadic starting to pour it on. That one. And another 4-3 up to the high heavens, though. 4-3 again, 4-3-2. And 2-1-2 is going to interrupt. And Tornadic, is he going to prove he is one of CGF's best NA members, though? There is only one way to find out. Another 4-3-2, the down 1. And this is going to be all Tornadic. He's close. And that is going to be the cherry on top. Tornadic going to knot this bad boy up. If he wins 3, that will be it. Nice. All right, another 4-3 up to the high heavens, though. We got to break away. Kirix does not want to eat too much damage. Spin to win a little bit of the razzle-dazzle. I don't see why not. 2-1. Down 1. And stand 2-1. In it to the whirly bird we go again. Tremor to keep everything safe. And that is going to most certainly hurt. That Tremor was not ready, and here comes Kirix with the lead. And it's Kirix. He's been having those grind sets, man. FireX's favorite player from this team, he told me personally, and that means something. That back 3 not going to find its mark whatsoever. However, that bowling ball most certainly will. Up to the high heavens we go, up to the stratosphere. And another 2-1-4 into the low. Nice. And another down 1. Break away, good sir. And right now, Tornadic, he's close. Mid-Heart God, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream, my man. And this, and wait a minute, it's going to hit! And it is, that's going to be Kirix taking it! Kirix absolutely knew his frames, and Tornadic is going down! What a way to start off Grand Finals. Kirix on the loser side coming off with the first win. And Kratos saying he knows how good of a punish that was. Absolutely. Yo, what's up, Shutter? All right, chat. 2 more is what Kirix needs to reset this bracket. Let's see if he can do it. Oh, Shutter, are the predictions not working? I got you. We'll handle it right now. Don't worry. Say, I want my points? I got you. Not to worry. All right, either way, though, Kirix is going to be enjoying the fruits of his labors. However, he cannot rest on his laurels. He's got to get this done. Let's see what he's cooking with. All right, let me see who chose that. If you did bet on Kirix on the last set, you will be winning that. All right, we are good to go. Kirix enjoying that 1-0 lead. Let's see what else, though, is shaping up in this set.
He'll burn for betraying my father.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, let's do it, though. These guys playing for all the pride and glory you can imagine. We only do these tournaments about once a week. However, these CGF boys, we will be keeping them busy. You better believe it. Nice sweep attempt. However, Kirix with an excellent place back 3. Kirix, who got sent to losers earlier by Noir, is absolutely going on one hell of a run. Nice. And what do we got here? All right, though, a beautiful play. Shadow kick to go alongside it, though. The down 1. And a 4-3 as well. The pressure starting to mount here for Tornadic. And now we are going up to those high heavens. Tornadic starting to pull away. Another jump in, 4-3-2. And again, that Tremor going to keep it safe. And here comes Tornadic. Not going to be enough to kill, but will be a very sizable lead. What's Tornadic got planned? Tries to duck, however, mids cannot be ducked. Good. And the stand to a big grab says, get off of me, good sir. We shall not be doing that. And that is going to be a very confident round coming from Tornadic.
My mark.
Round 2. Fight.
And if you are unfamiliar with tournament formats, whoever is coming out on the winner's side just has to win 3. Yo, what's up, Big Logs? We're just having ourselves a nice little team tournament here. How's your day going, by the way? The runner-up from yesterday. Shout-outs to Big Logs, man. How's it going? The down 2 cancel coming from Tornadic. And Tornadic looking a little bit hypnotic, man, with this pressure, with this damage. Nice. Down 1, the double down 1, the double dip. Takeda had the best in and out. Dude, in and out goes so hard. And so does Tornadic. That is going to be a 1-1 score. Tornadic is only 2 away from ending this tournament right here and right now.
Johnny Cage wins.
And all right, though, Tornadic showing that he's still got it, man. He is not Unk status. He can most certainly still do this here on the winner's side. He needs to win 2 more. So does Kirix, man. Whoever gets to 2 will either reset this bracket or end this tournament. Let's see what we got. And game number 3 is on the horizon now, and now it is going to be Tornadic. All the momentum in the world. Can he keep it is the question. By the way, yeah, Locks, In and Out, the best fast food burger on the planet. I used to work there, by the way, believe it or not. However, here we go. Kirix thinking about this one a little bit, wiping the sweat off his hands. He has had to play a ton of sets.
Janet Cage. Cage Mansion.
All right, here we go. On to the next. Let's do this damn thing.
You'll burn for betraying my father.
He said, which is the best fast food? Arn Kratos, In and Out. They don't have it on the East Coast, not yet. But if you ever come to the West Coast, Arn, go to In and Out. It's a delicious burger. The fries are ass. I'm not going to lie to you. However, the burger is amazing, man. Get yourself a double-double. Get extra onions, man. You don't like onions on your burger? We can't be friends. I'm just kidding. We can be friends, but not like Facebook friends. All right, 14% to your Dome Nugget. Kirix switching to the Janet. I love to see the diversity coming out of him. Oh, it's good, Kratos. It's good. If you're ever on the West Coast, first of all, come to my house, and then we'll go to In and Out. Nice, 4-3-4. And now, though, we are taking this one up to the high heavens. Kirix, a switch of cameos, seems to have rejuvenated him beyond belief. The 2-1 into the Hellflame. That's not going to kill, though. Yo, what's up, Planetinos? Nice. And all right, though, that is going to be Kirix absolutely putting a stamp on it. That is going to be the round. So everyone goes to Chick-fil-A that I just don't like chicken. Oh, yeah. Yeah, chicken sandwiches aren't my typical. I do like myself some beef patties. All right, though. Again. By the way, chat, let me ask you, what is your favorite burger of all time? Why not? And if you're watching on YouTube, why don't you tell me, what is your favorite burger? For me, it's In and Out all day, double-double, extra whole grilled onions instead, extra tomato, and give me some more sauce. For the South Spouse, of course. However, let's get you back to the match now, the stand 2, and we are whiffing in public. You hate to see it. All right, the 2-1. 4-3-2, and these two playing so methodically. Remember, there is basically nothing on the line here except for bragging rights. A nice magazine cover promo. However, you still do want to win here. The 2-1. 2-1 into the low, into the high riser. Nice down 1, the double down 1, and there's a nice grab. And smashes him right back down with that old Italian meatball. This is looking good if your name is Tornadic. But wait, here comes Kirix. Oh, our Kratos Whataburger is also top tier. Very good. Smash burger all day, Big Rome. Dude, I love me a good smash burger, man. Put some onions on there. We are having a great time. Another grab, though. Hang on a second. Is Janet going to be in service? Misses with the Janet. Very interesting. And another grab says, get off of me, says Tornadic. And wait a minute, though. He's going to be dashing. 8 seconds left. Shoutouts again to my love life. The bowling ball. 5 seconds. Why is Tornadic chasing? And that is going to be the... Wait a minute! No way! No!
Final round.
The robbery of a lifetime. Ain't no way. The only way Tornadic could have won that with the shadow kick. What is even happening? Even Darth Knight calls in the chat wondering what is going on. Down 1. Overhead. Nice grab. Tornadic barely keeping himself alive. Insane. Good lope. Even better grab. All right, here we go. And all right, the jump in. Kirix, though, trying to trip guard punish that. Good grab, though, Janet. 14% again to your Dome Nugget. Tornadic, this is starting to slip away. Kirix is simply outplaying, it looks like. Nice, though, the wake up, and here we go. This should be close. The jump in, not able to track him down, not just yet. The overhead, the up block, the stones on this man, Kirix, and he is going to have a 2-1 lead over big Tornadic, and he is working for every step of it on the way.
Scorpion.
And all right, Tornadic is saying, I'm sorry, that is going to be Kirix saying, you know what, a 2-1 lead sounds pretty good. A 3-1 lead to reset this bracket would sound that much better. However, chat, this one is shaping up to be one for the ages. I do believe we might get a bracket reset. However, Kirix has still got to go out there and do the damn thing. He's got to win one more. And that's no easy task again. Tornadic, he's got to be on his A game here. Yo, what's going on, Big Third? Welcome back. How you been?
Janet, Cage, Dremor. Wuxi Academy.
My skills don't intimidate you?
I'm not afraid of a ghost.
And once again, shout outs to everybody here. This is our second stream of the day, and it does appear to be enjoyable for most. And I gotta tell you, the players, they gotta be having such a great time here in front of this crowd. You couldn't ask for anything more, I gotta be honest. However, Tornadic, he is seeing now his lead slip away. How is life in California? Is it good for living? It's expensive, Arn. It's super expensive. However, up into the sky we go. And now Kirix looking to put the finishing touches on this. Can he reset this bracket? Remember, if Kirix wins this match, he will successfully have resetted this bracket, and he is well on his way to doing so. Say, you ignored my CGF comment? What did you say? I want CGF to win. Let's go, Planetinos! Just came back from one of your California Legend cover artists shows. Cher? Who is that? I don't know who that is. But I do know that Kirix is going for these Gento combos, doing some insane damage, and this is going to be the round. Kirix tried to make his mark here and win this tournament.
Fight.
Another grab. And another punch upside your Dome Nugget just like that. Hang on a second, and the down two cancel coming from Big Kirix. And Kirix is absolutely going crazy. Kirix, man, he lost one game this set and he has not looked back, but wait, Tornadic, his run is not over. But in many ways, it could just be starting. Yo, what's up, Big Cores? Says, you don't know, I know who Cher is. I don't know who the cover band for Cher is. By the way, we have this in California. We have this cover for Red Hot Chili Peppers. They're called the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Absolutely fantastic. Nice. And all right, Kirix is close though, but you know that you know Tornadic is looking for that rock button in that way. He's breaking away. Wait a minute. He's got to be perfect. He would have to be perfect. And here comes Janet as well. So, Vape, do you like death metal? I love death metal, and that is going to be the round, by the way, coming for Big Tornadic. Needs one more to send this to a game 5. Oh, that up block continuing to crush. Tornadic is going to break away. Shutter, make Arrow a mod. That'd be the ideal. No, don't do that. I got to change that, by the way. Down 1. Forward 3 up to the high heavens, and Tornadic. All right, starting to kind of come to life right here. All right, smashes him back down. The stand 2, and the forward 3 up to the high heavens. Kirix once again retaken. This has been an absolute battle for the ages. And Tornadic, you better not let go of that block button. Don't you let go of it. All right, survives. Nice. Do you spend the fatal here? No, not just yet, right? Not just yet. And forward 3 staggers as well. Beautiful grab coming from Kirix. This might be close to being the end. Here comes the spear. How much are we going to get out of this? And the Hellfire as well. Down 1. Forward 3. Good flawless block, but that's going to do it. Kirix is going to reset this bracket. And Kirix now, it is going to say 3-1. However, that is going to be 0-0. These two putting on a show. The reset is here. And we officially have one more match for you guys today for your viewing pleasure. And all right, chat, this is going down. This is going down right now. Let's send it back your way and let's get going. This is now going to be a full-on bracket reset. Neither of these two going to be enjoying the lead that they previously had. Let's put some respect on Kirix's name. 0-0 Grand Finals reset.
The flesh pits.
Beyond's got you all.
All right, let's do it, chat. Hey, let's do it together or as friends. And by the way, if anybody does want to donate to the prize pool, you can do so right here. Never mandatory, but always appreciated, guys. All right, let's do it. All right, Tornadic, though. Do you know what's kind of scary, though? We did see this happen about 2 weeks ago against Zaplatz, who was able to reset the bracket on Tornadic. Kira's trying to follow in his footsteps. Nice. 2, good grab. And by the way, Art Kratos coming through with those CGF emotes, coming through with those rips emotes. We love to see it. And that is absolutely going to be crushing your armor. Tornadic no longer has that safety cushion. It's now or never. Down 1. Another 4-3. Kirix, though, is playing this matchup super well. I love what I'm seeing out of the Scorpion. Beautiful breakaway coming from Tornadic. Beautiful. All right. Oh, he tried to go down 2. Cancel. Tornadic is not having it. Not today, senor. And beautiful armor again, Kirix. These two have shown each other everything that they are made of. And now Kirix gonna absolutely be taking that lead. Here we go. And Kirix going up to those high heavens. One more. Wait a minute, is this gonna connect? And it is! Ain't no way! And Fire Axe is saying it's 5 a.m., but we're gonna see how this tournament ends. Is this gonna be enough from Tornadic, though? This looks like... Oh, he's Omega dead. That's gonna do it. He said vape night, coach. Vape fight night. Shout out to everybody hanging out with us late into this. What is today even? Wednesday? Really, today is still Wednesday for me. It's not Thursday for another 2 hours. Up to the sky we go again. Kirix saying, let me just go get that back real quick. Let me see. No, today's still Tuesday for me, man. I'm on the West Coast. It is not even midnight yet. It is 10 p.m. However, though, still a long ways to go. However, Tornadic is really starting to shape this one up. Since Gio is laughing so hard on the Implex versus Fig fight, hey, man, shout out to Implex, the god of Mortal Kombat. He said 4:02 on Wednesday. Love, you're coming from the East Coast? Or no, you're coming from EU. Down 1. All right, Tornadic does not have the lead. He can change that on the drop of a dime, though. You better believe it. Good tech. Yeah, EU, I was like, I knew it. All right, now crushing that. What do we got from here? A big grab, though. Another one to your dome nugget. However, Tornadic with one well-placed counter can get this done. However, Kirix not giving him ample opportunity to do so. Fake tremor, good. Nice. And another low. And another grab. Wait a minute, this is not over. Unlocks another CGF tournament. Another CGF tournament. But it's for the EU side. Nice, and that, wait a minute, we got a break. Wait, and there's 10 seconds left. We've seen Tornadic rob from here before. Can he do so again? The flawless block on the spin. That's gonna be the game. And that is Tornadic getting it done, a 1-0. He had to fight every step of the way for it, but he was able to do it. 2 more is what separates him from that gold. He said, did someone rage quit and it restarted? No. The bracket was reset, Stefan. And either way, a 1-0 score is what we are currently working with for Tornadic's side of things. However, Kirix will have plenty of opportunity. And by the way, guys, if you're enjoying the action, feel free to leave a follow on the channel. Most certainly does help us out.
Johnny Cage. Scorpion.
All right, let's do it. Tornadic up 1-0. Can Kirix bring this back? Look at Arn Kratos coming through. Arn Kratos, of course, an honorary CGF member. We love you, Kratos.
He'll burn for betraying my father.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, Tornadic, he just needs to win 2 more. Does he have the goods to get it done? We shall see right here and right now. All right, breaking that chin, checking that chin, I should say. All right, stand 2. And there is going to be some serious damage now coming out of Kirix. Kirix, he has been the busier of the 2, I would say, when it comes to the combo damage. Kratos, we'll make it happen. Trust. If you lose the 5v5, Kratos, you're coming with us. I decided that. All right, and there is going to be some Janet on the rebound to pick up some more juicy damage and another spear, because why not? Kirix is molly-whopping this round. You better believe it. Up to the high heavens we go again, and wait a minute, he drops it. But he also kind of picks it up. Guaranteed 2-1 chip damage, and that is going to be it. So I'm under Arena contract. I thought Arena was not even a team anymore. Nobody tells me nothing. Stand 2, the low, and another dunk coming from Kirix. Some would say the biggest brains. You will see. Nice. All right, and both these two still continuing to put it on. Kirix is getting the better end of this damage. Look at these YouTube combos we are seeing. However, Tornadic says, I've got a little bit of something for you as well. Say Rips doesn't pay you enough? Aren't Kratos, we aren't gonna pay you anything, but we'll pay you in pesos. I got you. Nice. And another low. The jump in. Tornadic is crushing with this pressure. And slams him right back down. What do we got from here? The 4-3-2 again. The down two cancel. No way. That is going to be the game. We are knotted up 1-2-1. And that is going to be all she wrote. And this does not scale the way you want it to. That is 100% going to be the game. And all right, Chad, 1-1 is what we are currently working with. Currently what we are cooking with. Kirix, once again, needs 2 to end this tournament. These two have been going at it as close as it gets. And onto that replay again today, sponsored by the Sauce Boss, dropping those 10 subs. Thank you so, so much. However, we still got a long ways to go before this tournament is even close to being over. One of these two has got to win 2. On to the next game. You already know what time it is. Kirix with a little bit of momentum at his backside.
Scorpion, Johnny Cage, Janet Cage, Tremor. The team.
All right, let's do it. Tornadic, can he make this comeback, or is it going to be Kirix?
Do I look like an entertainer?
Round 1. Fight.
All right, let's do this damn thing, though. Let's see who is going to be the CGF highlight member from the North American side for this week. And remember, guys, tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern time will be the EU and Middle East side of CGF. We have 3 different regions. And by the way, we are actually starting a female players division. That should be up in the works within the next week or 2. We've got Subby, Diva Cricket, and who is it? Plus Yoke. And we're looking to add to our ranks. However, up to the sky we go again. Kirix is taking this over Tornadic. Do not get hit, but we've got enough punches for a reason. And look at the damage on full display. Shutter, what are you even saying? Good grab. And 14% more. Kirix is trying to close in on this. You said you should attend there, Vape? I know. I tried out for it. I didn't get accepted for it, Kratos. And a beautiful trip guard punish. This is going to be the round for Big Kirix. This set, by the way, feels like it has gone on for like an hour and a half. Maybe because it has.
Fight.
All right, stand 2, 4-3. Tornadic, he's got to find a way, man. He cannot let Kirix start pulling away. He said, got to get Cutie Pal in there. I've not heard from Cutie Pal in quite some time. However, would be a fantastic addition nonetheless. Nice 2-1 and a 4-3-2. That one again up to the heavens. Tornadic catching a rare break. And another jump in to go alongside it. Another 4-3-2. Bigger grab though coming out of Kirix, and you know Janet is gonna be in orbit. All right. Tornadic has not been able to get that shimmy pressure the way he wanted to. Kirix has been guessing right basically every step of the way. 4-3-2. And all right, Tremor to keep everything safe. Kirix is just waiting for you to do a fake Tremor. He is absolutely gonna demolish you for it. Nice spear again, and this is Kirix. He is starting to pull away. 2-1, and he is just interrupting. He will not stop pressing. And we're big fans of that, by the way. Stand 2, nice low. And a 2-1. And a 4-3. Tornadic with the lead. Kirix says, actually, no. Hold on 1 second. I got one more thing to say about it. Beautiful grab. Beautiful 14%. And what are the tea leaves going to be reading from right here? What is this going to lead to? Will it be Tornadic? Or will it be Kirix? Kirix has been on a mission. He could have had it right there. This is scary. This is super, super scary. The jump in again. And that is going to be all... Wait, no. All right, he timed him out. Look how close these matches are, Chad. Absolutely insane. However, we want to see the down 2. Tried to go down 2 cancel. Maybe did not have enough meter. However, Tornadic seems to have things under wraps, at least for now. And another jump in. And another 2-1, 2-1-2. He did not try to up-block that one. And now Tornadic is having things go a little bit more favorably for him. And another use of the armor, though. Here comes Big Kirix. Kirix with another grab under his belt. Janet on the way, you better believe it. And another spear. This is gonna hurt. Nice. Oh, 2-1, 2-1 into the low, into the overhead, into the grab, coming from Kirix. This is close. Does he spend the fatal? I wouldn't agree with this, but he's gonna let it rip anyway. Tornadic is going to break though, very smart. Good low. And Tornadic, oh, this could be close. Wait a minute. One more is all he needs. And another grab, that's gonna be the game. Kirix is on a 2-1 score. He is one round away from making this the ultimate loser's run of all time. Can he do this? And Tornadic, he has one more chance to get this done. He's got to send it to a game 5, and then he's got to win that game 5. However, you just got to take it one game at a time. Let's see what he can do from here. Chat, on to the next game we go. Beautiful brutality to go along with it, I should say. All right, Kirix, it all leads up to this one moment. Can you win one more game? Or does Tornadic come through with the biggest comeback of a lifetime?
I need help to find Bihan.
You know.
Yeah, Arcreos, we try to give you guys something different to look at every time. And Big Kaishiro saying, who do I root for? Root for me, because they have to face me in grand finals. All right, let's see it though, let's see it. However, Kirix, he is a man on a mission saying, you know what, I've got a full steam ahead. I've got full steam in my engines, and we're trying to end this thing right now. Not tomorrow, not next week, now. And he is well on his way to doing it. Tornadic is in a lot of trouble. Kirix, he is going with the grab, and that's 14% more. 9 more. If he gets one more grab, the stand 2. Yo, what's going on, Big Dap? He says, love the black overlay, sick. Hey, man, yeah, that's our CGF scoreboard, man. And that is going to be the round. Kirix officially on tournament point. Just needs one more round.
Round 2.
And by the way, Shutter or anybody who is handling the predictions, do not handle the last one. It does mess with the raid. Please and thank you. All right, let's do it though, Kirix. So he is aiming to get that CGF North American Team Tournament title. And those do not come around too often, once a week. However, Tornadic does not want to let this slip, though. He wants to get this done right here and right now. Can he get it done? Down 1, another 4-3. Down 1 to go alongside a beautiful grab coming from Kirix. Tornadic still holding serve. Nice, and Janet as well. Kirix is about 1 combo away. Tornadic still does maintain that breaker. And slams him right back down, and now it's Tornadic with the lead. You've got to break away, Tornadic. One more. He's gonna have to get past the breaker. Good tech coming from Tornadic. And what do we got from here? That could be close. He's got a break. Tornadic, this is your last chance, and there's a 2-1-2. Absolutely spend that. And that should be the round. Tornadic keeping himself alive in one of the closest matches. Let me tell you guys something. The CGF team tournaments bring us the closest matches you could ever ask for, and we're giant fans of it. All right, Tornadic, one more round, and we do go to the very last game.
Round. Fight.
The jump in, no punish on that. Tries to answer back with a 2-1. 4-3-4. 4-3-2. 4-3-4 yet again, but beautiful armor on the rebound. And another spear. Like I said, both these players just need to win one more round to set up something very good for themselves. Beautiful punish from Tornadic, by the way. And Tornadic looking to bring this to the eastbound side of the screen. The jump in. You gotta be wary of that armor. Kirix loves to spend it. Another grab, but hang on, we're starting to tech those as Tornadic. And wait a minute, Tornadic is starting to kind of take the lead here. Can we send this to one final game? It certainly is trending that direction. Stand 2. Tornadic, can he summon something deep? This might be enough, chat. Hang on a second. And Tornadic is going to send this to a final game of the event. Absolutely insane. Chat, can we just sit here and marvel what a tournament this has been? Yet another game 5 on the horizon. I cannot believe it, man. And you know what? They're not even fighting for any money. This is all bragging rights. They want to show the world how good of a member they are on this North American squad. And as I always say, we are giant fans of that. However, chat, on to the last game of the night. Make sure you have yourself a drink, sit back, relax, and let's enjoy some action. Jesse over here drinking on the job. What's going on, my man?
Scorpion.
And chat, let's make some noise. This is gonna be the last match you see
My
tonight.
skills don't intimidate you?
Either Tornadic or Kirix is gonna be coming back with a title.
Round 1. Fight.
And who is gonna be going for that gold? The CGF gold. Kirix already starts off with a giant flurry. All right, Kirix, what have we got from here? A giant shadow kick on the rebound coming from Tornadic. Nice grab. And Kirix, though, with that Jenna, he is oh so happy to share. With that spear mixed in, always gonna be a good combination. And Kirix is absolutely decimating this round. What can he do from here? The stand 2, forward 3-4. Tornadic, oh, the backdash. Nice stuff from Tornadic. 4-3-2 and a beautiful punish. Do not spend that fatal. You still need to do a little bit more homework before you can get in range for that. And he catches him again. This just got super scary. The up block. And that is going to be the round. Kirix is once again on tournament point. Does he bring it home right here and right now?
Round 2. Fight.
All right, another shadow kick again. The jump in, a beautiful connection. Yo, what's going on, Big Reckless? Another good grab to go alongside that one. You better believe it. 4-3-2, the down 1. Judo Master, what's going on, my goat? Welcome back. Judo Master, the smoke god over here watching the Scorpion, and Johnny got beautiful back 3 punish. Catches Tornadic, catches Kirix with a little bit of overextension, and this is gonna be going yard. You better believe it. Nice low. Down 1. This looks like a matter of time. Tornadic is not going to let up off the gas here. Down 1. He will not stop pressing. And one of the most diabolical sequences. Tornadic was not going to be denied. Down 2. No down 2 cancel, however. However, does get a shimmy neutron. Beautiful stuff. It all comes down to this. Stand 2. And another shimmy. He's got to break, but he can't break. And he's got to sit here and eat all this damage. And Weddy, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome. Stand 2. Doesn't get those shimmies though, but that is paying off. That is money in the bank now. Got to break away from that. However, I'm not sure that was needed. I don't know. I guess we'll see. 4-3-2 again, and he catches a big connection. And Janet's on the way. This could be the beginning of the end. And this is going to be Kirix taking it. And Kirix is absolutely going to get his first ever CGF tournament title just like that. A 3-2 score to end things. GG's to both players. All I got to say is thank you guys all so much for coming through, playing, showing some love. And that is a banger of a set, a banger of a tournament. Cannot say anything else better about it. Can't say anything bad about it either, man. Tremendous tournament title. And by the way, Tornadic, thank you again so much for playing. A great run. However, we will see you guys same time next week. And guys, either way, all I gotta say, thank you guys so much for coming through, showing some love, and your champion for this week, the magazine cover himself, none other than Kirix. Congratulations, Tornadic, second place, never a bad thing whatsoever. However, chat, we're gonna be sending you over to Dark Luxury. Be sure to give him a follow, one of the better players you'll see on the Sin side of things. However, chat, we will be back 3 p.m. Eastern time with a CGF EU and Middle East tournament. Be sure to tune in. We love you. And other than that, you guys take care. If you're watching on the YouTube side of things, thank you so much for finishing the video. We'll see you guys real soon. Other than that, we'll see you guys later. Much love and bye-bye now.